ต่อ Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Nomadium 2. This is the Grand Finals Part 2 here for the amazing Nomadium tournament so far. And with me is Jatin. Jatin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. We finally here after all this controversy, ready to show the truth.
We finally
Who's
made
the real
it.
winner?
We're finally here to see, without any shadow of a doubt, who is the ultimate team here, who is the Grand Final champion. And just in case there's anyone watching this who's a bit confused right now, you're thinking, hey, hang on a second, I just watched the Grand Final video on YouTube and I saw that, PLA won 4 games and TUF only won 1. It's a best of 7. Haven't they already won? Well, we do need to just remind everyone who may have missed out on this that actually there was a late minute controversy. You can see it at the very end of the video. We already crowned PLA the champions, and then it turns out they actually breached a rule in the first map. Very extreme circumstances. Jatin, can you just give us a quick recap of what happened there?
Yes, we made a rule that says enemies or any opponent is not allowed to capture a city when the aggressor or the capturer, let's say, is in age 1. This was to prevent heavy infantry rushes in age 1 that were very common at one point. And it turned out in this grand final game 1, when Linky and TNT attacked Flames, while Linky sieged and reduced the city, TNT was the one who captured it, and TNT was in age 1 at that time. So according to the rules, even though the rule wasn't meant for this particular purpose, but just because of ambiguity, we had to replay that match. So to be honest, it has to be forfeit by the PLA team, but then we decided that it'd be too harsh to give the victory to TUF in such a situation when this was an honest mistake. So we took the middle ground. Yeah. Just looked at it as a rematch instead of a victory for TUF.
Yeah, and make sure you check out. So if you want to get all the full details of that, and you happen to have missed it, make sure you check out the Court of Nations. Basically, we had 4 Supreme Justices listening in on the solicitors' arguments on both sides there, and ultimately, a decision was made, and therefore, I think it's a good outcome for both teams. I mean, on TUF's side of it, obviously they thought they were knocked out and out of the tournament. They were second place. They've got a new lease of life, and while for PLA, I think from their perspective they can understand. They did break the rule, but obviously it didn't affect the game, and it means that they haven't really lost too much. They've just got to potentially win that map that they've already won before. So the path to victory for PLA is a lot easier than for TUF. I mean, TUF, they still have a big job to do here. They have to win 3 games in a row, and it's going to be on Sahara, which is the first map, which has to be replayed. And if they can manage to turn that around and turn that into a win, then the next 2 maps, which will be map 6 and 7, are going to be on Aussie Outback, which is one that they're very favourable on. They've shown good results on Aussie Outback, and then the final map, if it gets that far, would be on Himalayas. So
that's right.
It's either way. I mean, this is basically a story of PLA, cementing and making sure there's no asterisks next to their tournament win if they can just win one more map. Or if TUF managed to turn it around, we also have to say, I mean, it would be extreme circumstances, but if they win 3 maps in a row, obviously they completely deserve being tournament champions here. So it's they've done it before against PLA with a kind of coming back from against the odds. I don't know if they can do it again, but
they have.
Surely they have a good chance here. And guys, I'll just quickly do a quick shout out to everyone in the chat, and we love to see you guys talking while we go. So we got Bob here, we got David Cohen, Spiridon. Hello guys. We got Joe. Who else have we got in the chat? I think FC Bob is probably the one we have to watch out for. He can say some really interesting things. Hello Flames as well, Vishal. And we got Farhead as well. So we got 19 viewers, guys. One thing I can ask as well is if you could just get the word out that this is about to go live into the games. We're not going to delay too much longer, but if you can just copy and paste the link in YouTube. 3 things, guys. First thing, copy and paste the link in YouTube to Steam or to SMS, text, WhatsApp, whatever it might be, just to remind people that would want to watch this live and just don't know about it. And then second thing, guys, if you can flick us a cheeky like on YouTube, it helps boost our exposure on YouTube. So that's one way you can support Rise of Nations Pro community just by, clicking that like button and subscribing. And then, finally, the third thing is just, guys, love to hear from you during the game. So please be active in the chat. It makes it a lot more fun. And no spoilers, obviously. That goes without saying.
Please, no spoilers, please.
Yeah, so no spoilers, but please, as the game goes, let us know what you're thinking in the chat. That would be much appreciated. I can see Mentalist is excited. He's saying start in the chat.
That is Mentalist after all.
Yeah, Anil Altuna is indeed Mentalist. And guys, just we're not going to go through everything all again, but just a final kind of note on the topic of the donations here. So I'm not expecting we're going to get any last minute donations, although if you wanted to, you're most welcome. But we're literally as close as you can get to naming a grand champion here. And we can see that the final prize pool raise as of this moment is $686. Yes, we did set a target of 1,000, but honestly, 686 is an amazing effort, and that's all because of you guys. That's all because you dipped into your own pockets, you believe in Rise of Nations as a competitive esport, and you donated to this cause, and for that, we sincerely thank you for that. So thank you guys. Please give yourselves a pat on the back.
Thanks a lot, to everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, half of this was booze bets. So I think that's where we need to target for next tournament. If we're going to raise money, we just need to get Boo involved in a gambling circuit, and this prize pool might reach 1,500 or $2,000 or whoever it might be.
Yeah, we can name Boo maybe some head organizer of the funding, and he can just keep the bets going.
Yeah, he can be the finance guy. I'm sure we can get some black market gambling going here. And then who knows? Maybe next tournament we might be big enough to start to get corporate sponsors in, where we sell our souls to sell some Coke or some cigarettes. I don't know, whatever it might be. Probably not cigarettes, but no, anything we can do to keep growing the game would be great. So guys, that's it on the donation. So thanks again to everyone. And there's only one last thing we need to do before we get started. So we are locked and loaded to start this. When I say first game, it's actually a replay of the first match. So the score as it stands, we have PLA. They won the first 3 matches. Then TUF won the next match. Then PLA won the next match. It was 4-1. We've disqualified the first map on Sahara, so that takes it back to 3-1. So that's where the story starts. It's 3 games to 1 to PLA. And we have one last thing to do, which is it's almost become a mainstay of this tournament. I'm sure you guys love hearing his voice as much as we do. But we are about to play for the final time the Nomadium 2 trailer.
For the final time.
Featuring the one and only, the man himself, Zen Mechanics, as the introductory voice. So guys, make sure you sing along to the words. I'm sure you all know them off by heart now. Tell us what you think in the chat. And then once this trailer's finished, we'll start off with the first match here of PLA versus TUF in part 2 of the Nomadium 2 Grand Finals.
Let's do it.
Yeah, just guys, seriously, let's have fun and let's finish this thing. Let's make another one. This is really great. It's much more, maybe not fascinating, maybe not exciting, but it's something new. Forget about the rewards. As a matter of fact, at least in my part, I don't really care about the rewards. I don't really care about the status. I don't really care about being in the Hall of Fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's fun, and we all have our jobs, we all have our lives to live, and if we can put something beautiful, something good into it, all the better. We got enough problems already, and yeah, it's just one way of getting rid of your problems. None of us are saints, no one's insane, and everyone's equally good. It's just that we're much better. We can see, we have this vision. We can feel what other players are gonna do, and you're gonna have to outsmart us. Don't beat the wall with your head. Don't think it's just 1 or 0, computer language. You gotta think, you gotta adapt, you gotta outthink us, and yeah, good luck with that.
Alright, 2 elephants have been bribed already.
That was a huge move there by Immaculate, but he gets the cap sack and, kills a heap of units.
This is the kind of fight that I was expecting at this level.
Lots of bribes going down right now, but the scouts going crazy.
Perfect timing. That's a perfect time. These guys are going to take the Lakota city. Look at that. Oh my god, Sims just lost his capital. I cannot believe it. Alright, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? What's happening here? It's a triple. They are going to triple Dragonio. Dragonio has no clue. Dragonio's capital is going down, no doubt about it. Ikron has got all his militia right there.
I'm a huge fan of Young One.
Young One came with 3 spies. That's enough to change the flow of the game.
Would you say that EL is more of a democracy or dictatorship?
It's either I play or I don't play. I've been playing pretty good lately, so watch out there.
Oh my god, just look at Zen Mechanics footage. He just went for Science 5. Oh, and TNT just decided, F my city, I'm gonna help them. This is a slap on the face for anybody who said the game was over. That was the best comeback ever in the history of Rise of Nations.
It was neck and neck, man. It could have went either way. Honestly, it was really close.
All right, partner. You know what time it is.
Go.
Alright guys, we have started here in this first match of the part 2, which is hard to describe, but essentially this is the a rematch of the game 1. So at the moment the scores, as you can see on the scoreboard, are 3 games to 1 in favour of PLA, and it's a best of 7 here. So PLA need to win 1 more game, while TUF need to win another 3 in a row. So definitely TUF have their work cut out for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really going to be an interesting one because we saw these exact same nations in game 1, and that was a game that PLA won quite convincingly with Turks.
Yeah, very convincingly and without any doubt, except that rule.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only thing that really gave the TUF guys a leg back into this. So it was Lakota, Iroquois, French on the side of TUF versus Turks, Iroquois, Nubians. And we remember, if we think back to that game, basically Timeless as Nubians had a really good food res close by, which gave him an excellent start. We'll have to see who has the better res in this case, because that can be a big determining factor when it comes to Nubians and how strongly they go.
That's right. I also want to point out that they have replaced Flames with Cold Fire.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely another huge talking point here. It looks like Linky's the first city finished here as well. But yeah, Coldfire is kind of more known as a water map type player and more of a boomer. And he's not necessarily known for his prowess when it comes to, playing on land maps. But at the same time, he's got one of the best win ratios in the entire tournament so far. So I think it's a bold move, but probably a fairly sound move to bring Coldfire in here.
Yeah, just look at Surge's wood camp. He gets a wood camp just within the range, 1 tile within the range.
Yeah. For
it to be +6.
That is that's what you call close, and it's getting all of those woods too, and it's getting +1 with his French bonus. So a really nice start there. And it looks like PLA have a slight advantage as far as they had a closer player to the middle. So TNT has secured most of the wood here, which is probably a small leg up here. However, let's have a quick look though at some of the rares within the vicinity of TUF. So we do have Furs there, really close to Coldfire. Sugar to the left of Lakota. Pappy, Silk in the far left. And there is Dye, Horses, and Diamonds towards the top.
Oh my god, what kind of hack rares are these?
Wow, this is like, I felt like it was PLA who definitely had the luck of the rares in the first time we saw Sahara, but it does appear to be in the favor of TUF so far, particularly having Diamonds and Sugar. Just like
TUF cannot lose this. Look at Furs, Sugar, Horses, Diamonds. these are insane rares for the French player and for the Lakota player.
Yeah.
And Iroquois are already very good. Even silver, I wonder if they know about silver. Yeah, they know about silver. Dude, they've got rares for both booming and rushing.
Yeah, silver as well. I mean, as long as they can secure all those rares, which their map control should allow them to do so. Yeah, that's a really, really good start here if you're a TUF fan, especially on this rematch game. And you can see that if you look at PLA, I mean, they do have some rares here, but they've got wine near Linky's base. Citrus is not going to give them too many favors. They do have relics behind for the Nubian players, so the longer this game goes on, that's going to provide some bonuses.
I feel like even in longer game, TUF still got better rares.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, even some of the better rares that PLA have aren't exactly in their territory. They're a little bit out to the side. You do have gems there. They do have bison behind, but yeah, there's absolutely no comparison. You can see that Mouse is doing some lookout tricks here, which is quite cool to see. He's actually, building those lookouts there to make sure that when he picks up his rares, that he's getting wood, and now he's getting his Science 1 here as Lakota. So that's probably the most economic build you can do here as the Lakota player.
Yep. That is nice play there. And I remember last time Mouse wasn't very lucky with the ruins, and so far this time it looks like Mouse has got better ruins than everybody else.
Yeah, look at that, 300 ruins already, and I mean, he hasn't even finished yet, and he just got his Science. So every ruin he picks up from now on, he'll get 50 ruins, 50 resource bonus instead of 25. So there's potential that Mouse is off to a flyer.
That's
here.
what I'm talking about.
You can see that.
Can you share your screen with me quickly?
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like I'm constantly going ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry guys, I'll just pause for 1 second while I quickly share the screen. Okay. Alright, that should be done.
Yep, it's good to go. Let's start.
Alright guys, let's keep going. So I'm at the 4 minute and 40 second mark. And yeah, you can see that Mouse has now gone for Commerce 1 after going Science. So no kind of rush here from Lakota. He's definitely going for the most powerful kind of macro build. And Lakota is so fast, they can still get military almost as quick as anyone else. While TNT here is going for mill 1. Sorry.
You're right. I mean, yeah, he's getting mill 1, which is a good idea. It's just that last time that we saw this happen, Lakota was in a much worse state, but right now it looks like the Lakota player has got a very good momentum, and Coldfire on the other side is also faster than TNT.
Yeah, it seems to be that way, and I can just see the players from PLA are starting to put down the barracks here is very much a forward barracks from TNT, as close as possible to the opponents, while Linky has gone for Commerce Civic here and is building his city right next to that barracks. So I wonder.
Very nice placement. I like it for Linky.
Yeah, and then Coldfire is basically, as you said, mill 1 as well, but he's going straight for the woodcutter camp here of Linky, as opposed to going and trying to raid this city here.
I feel like it's a good idea not to go for the city, because there is a barracks right here. It's at best it's going to delay the whole thing by a little bit. So I think I like Coldfire's decision.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision there by Coldfire. And you can see that he's already putting a lot of pressure on these citizens. One of these bowmen somehow snuck in front of the wood. He got trapped against the wood there. That was actually quite funny. But he got a citizen kill off there. So, oh no, sorry, he didn't. It had 5 HP, so very lucky.
No, in fact, I feel like what is Coldfire doing here? He could actually delay this for even longer, because he's got fast bowmen.
Yeah, maybe he's bringing it back to help get the city up. It looks like Mouse's second city. And look at the placement of the second city here. You actually have both players have kind of cut off the caravan routes potentially, or at least it's going to be precarious to get the caravan through safely.
I feel like Mouse especially could be in a lot of trouble, because not to forget the opponent is Turks, and now Mouse has provided them 2 fronts to attack from.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, So do you think that's going to favor Lakota or Turks here? Because I'm kind of...
I feel like in case of an early rush, it's going to favor the Turk player.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lakota player will have to constantly run around, rotate between those two cities. Linky can make them run a lot.
That's so true. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, TNT is doing a great job already. Sugar going on other rares. I like his play.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, when you're up against an opponent that has some crazy good rares in their territory, the only counter to that is just to consistently raid them and deny them. And getting that snipe off on Mouse is really going to slow him down quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. Tinty's spending a lot of resources on raids, man. And I remember what happened last time. The last time the game-breaking moment was when TNT raided the French player, and French are very good in the late game, but their start sucks. And when they get raided in the start, they completely lose all their advantage. So this did not happen in this game.
Yeah, no, exactly right. And
French player has been untouched.
So far, not only untouched, but also French has had diamonds really close, so getting plenty of wealth income early on, already 130 wealth. And yeah, that's going to help if he gets to age 2 as far as spamming plenty of those heavy cavalry if the game kind of gets to that raiding phase.
Yeah, I also see that Surge is, let's be clear, Surge is again very far from the rest of the players. I feel like the action is going to take place at the Lakota cities. Surge is too far from that.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I feel like the PLA guys have a nice little bubble here in the middle. They can kind of rotate amongst themselves, although it's a bit awkward against these trees on the bottom left-hand side. And you can see this caravan of Mouse. I mean, I've mentioned it before, but yeah, it's actually going to walk past a tower. And unfortunately, I don't know what Mouse is going to be able to do there, but wealth is notoriously a problem for Lakota in some games.
You're right. They're lucky to have diamonds, but still.
Yeah, the diamonds.
They're very lucky to have diamonds, actually. And man, what a play by TNT. He was able to salvage all of his units. None of them died.
Yeah, it looks like there's... I'm just at the 9-minute 5-second mark. Wow, that archer is literally on 1 HP. he's like running away. He's like wounded. He's got no legs left, and he's like crawling on his arms. He somehow gets out of there. Oh, and he gets the snipe on that caravan too. So,
the good one there by Linky.
And
I just want to say that this is the true strength for Iroquois and Bantu. In fact, Iroquois are even better because you can just put them back in your home territory and they'll heal over time. You don't even have to garrison them.
Yeah, that's so true. And I mean, look at that from TNT. Like, as you said, he saved every single unit there, and he had 7 units. Like, 7 units is a big army in age 2 or even age 3 it can be sometimes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you think about it, like, he doesn't have to build a single unit. His base starting army is 7 units at the moment. Assuming he can heal them up, like, all he has to do, I know he's slow, but he just needs to kind of age up, upgrade them, and he's already got an army that can really complement well with Turks. Let's just hope that if they go for a rush, he doesn't capture another city in age 1.
You're right. I also want to point out that TNT skipped Civic. He just is using Bison. I don't know where is his Bison merchant. Oh yeah, I see his Bison merchant. Yeah, he's using that and because of the Iroquois bonus, he doesn't have to build another city, which saves him so much of time and resources. So he can age up without spending those 180 food for Civic and 100 and... Ooh.
Yeah, that's so true. And I mean, looking at Timeless here as well. So Timeless has salt, amber, tobacco, bison, and citrus. Definitely not as good a rares, I believe, as he had last time. But again, not too bad. Oh, and I'll just bring your attention. They are just going for it here. Linky has already got his siege out.
They are going for it. And as you said, these 7 units from TNT are great. And this time TNT remembers that he needs to age up.
Man, I would feel... I don't know what we would do. It's going to crash the internet if he captures another city, captures it again in age 2. Like, he'll be saying to Linky right now, just like bring some militia or something, man, because... Or just age up, like age up. If he ages... Or he's about to age up, so he can actually capture this legally now. But you can see in the chat...
I have a...
Sorry, you go.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, Mouse is saying in the chat, he's saying leave it. And I feel like they're getting so much deja vu from last time. I mean...
Yeah.
After all of this, is this going to come down to literally, like PLA
the same thing,
exact same strategy, despite the rares, they don't have necessarily the best rares here. And they're just going to crush like a city. It's even in a similar position. They're even spawned on the same sides of the map here. I'm just thinking like, man, have I just woken up and this is like however many days ago?
Yeah, that was a very, let's say, doubtful position for a city from Mouse. And the problem now is the next front is for Coldfire. Yeah. Meanwhile, Surge is still, let's say, too early in the game to make much difference. He is getting Despot, and with Diamond, Silver, and Furs, Sugar, I feel like Surge should be able to kill soon. The only problem is how soon can he kill? Because Timeless is also here now. These guys have no like no care in the world about losing caps. I feel like Surge could capture some caps, but as from we can see the God view, he doesn't have sieges anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Oh. And you can see it's just really funny reading the chat, but Coldfire actually said in the chat, he's like, you keep on doing it, man, like thinking that he's caught another city in Age 1, but that time TNT definitely made sure he clicked up, and yeah, no breach of the rules here. That was absolutely above the table.
Yeah, but Surge says just don't resign.
Jeez. Well, yeah, that's always not good to be having to say those things in the chat to your allies. But yeah, but they do need to hold on here because this is looking ominous. I mean, TNT has how many units now? He has 8 land units, 2 light horses here.
No, it's got 9 land units.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, no, I'm second ahead of you.
Yeah, no problem. So all 3 are here. All 3 are here. Look, Timeless is here as well. He's joining the party. So I mean, this is just classic PLA. There's one thing you can say about PLA. They have, without a shred of doubt, the best teamwork in the entire tournament. They've consistently displayed that. Consistently. And they're doing it again right now. They're just completely outplaying from a team perspective. And now, can they hold here? Can they hold? They're coming in now one by one, bringing their units in. And I mean, Cold does have a tower and he has a watchtower as well. But if those Turks can siege down those towers, that's going to help their cause as far as taking the city.
I do want to point out that no government from TNT or they're playing vanilla Ron right now.
Yeah, wow. I mean, yeah, he hasn't actually researched a Patriot yet. He's just going for it because he knows if they can take this city, they've pretty much got one hand on the game. And I mean, I must admit, like TUF so far, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're holding. I mean, they're losing a lot of militia, but they're holding, and that's the most important thing here.
Yep, and now Coldfire has got attrition, so it's looking very difficult to decide. I feel like Coldfire did lose a lot, but overall, this may be a better engagement for TUF overall.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that basically in the chat, Surge is very confident. He's saying, he's trying to raise the morale for his team. He's saying, we won. I don't know if I would call the game yet one way or another, but...
let's be clear that Despot with such huge army on French is huge. PLA does need to get that city out, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, you can see TNT, he does have his capital exposed, and he can't move his senate either. That was built there, so basically he needs to rely on his allies to save him here.
Yep, he does. They're all going back. So I do feel like they're very extremely nice rares for TUF. PLA tried their best, and at this point it's looking very difficult how they're going to get back in the game, especially with Surge here almost at the cap.
Yeah, I mean, if Surge takes this cap, I mean, the city's already more than half reduced here. And you can see that he's actually denying the tower as well. So nice play there by Surge, not letting that tower get up, which is going to help with the capture of this cap. And if he gets the cap sack, I mean, that's huge. It's literally down to 48 HP. Is he going to get it?
Yeah, it's very close.
He takes the sack. He gets the 500 resources of everything. And look at that now. Look at the bank account of Surge. He is a very rich guy right now. And
he is, and not just rich, he's French rich.
French rich, which is means not only rich, but your units actually get their HP back, despite being in enemy territory here. He does have that. Yeah, he has both the Despot and he has the supply wagon behind him, and you can just.
Ooh, what a play by Linky. Linky just got 2 light horses to snipe those sieges. Coldfire says, "Do we win?"
I think
It's going to be hard to come back from this, right?
I mean, yeah, I think for PLA, it certainly looks like it was a great strategy, but I mean, I guess they probably didn't really think too much about how to stop the French attack there, because the capital was just exposed, and great hold there by Coldfire as well.
That's right. The thing with Coldfire City, there were so many obstructions in front of that city that helped him.
Yeah.
There was the barracks, the stable, the university. It was hard to come around, and also going for the Iroquois player when the Iroquois player has not been damaged.
Yeah, that's so true. And I mean, I think that's just a testament that like sometimes the game can feel like it's over. And for a moment there, it looked like PLA were just crushing them. Took the first city with ease. But yeah, all they needed to do was Coldfire bought some time, gave some time for Surge to come here with this attack. They had some really nice rares too, and you know, spams the French army, and next minute they've flipped the game on its head.
Oh man, very nice play there by both the teams, I feel.
Yeah, and I mean,
but when I look at the rares, man, I feel sometimes the game's unfair, right? Even last time PLA had better rares, so just how much rares affect this game is preponderous. You got salt and gems. If I look at TNT, and the other side, they've got horses, silver, furs, sugar, diamonds. All the top. I'll say those rares are in my top 5 list for those things that I can get in H2.
Yeah, no, that's some. It's like you said. Sometimes this game can be cruel. I mean, on average, it's gonna. You know, you'll get some games where you're luckier and some games where you're not. But yeah, as you said, it just goes to show that having sugar and diamonds and silver and horses and furs, that's a lethal 5. Like those 5 would probably be up there with, you know, the ones that I'd cherry pick if I wanted to just have a really fast start.
Yeah, I'll also mention that TUF's trying to take the other TNT city so that TNT gets eliminated instantly.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, they don't need to wait for the timer to go down if he has no cities left.
Yep. I think this would have even be a very good time to go siege Makasika.
Ooh, some unsportsmanlike conduct there from Surge. Did you see that in the chat? He said, GG, go next in all chat.
Yep, that was not good, but anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, I understand that this is a lot on the line here. This is...
humanity!
Yeah, you can see that they do have attrition here. And these militia are charging in because they have to try something, but... yeah, it's just, there's no way you're going to be able to stop that with the number of units that Surge has as French player.
Yep. Really nice play. Really nice play.
Yeah, I know that was.
So that brings us to a score of 3-2 now.
It does, yeah. So TUF were able to bring it back. I mean, we already talked about the rares helping with that, but I mean, at the end of the day, I have to give a big shout out to Coldfire there. I think whatever he did,
very good hold there.
Yeah, I mean, and Mouse too as well. But I mean, that was just a completely different game to the first one. And yeah, you could just see that it was basically as soon as they held that triple, they were just left exposed to the French despot attack. And it's probably as simple as that. I don't know if there's much more we can really talk to.
At the same time, I also want to say that this was very similar to the last game, but I think this time TUF made some good decisions. First one being leaving that city alone. If Mouse and Coldfire had tried to fight on that city, they would also lose units. Yeah. So this was a good idea to just let them take that city and...
I agree. That was a really good decision. I mean, if they had sat there and tried to hold that, it would have just been for absolutely no point whatsoever. They wouldn't have saved anything. And yeah, I mean, Coldfire's positioning of these buildings was also great. And that's one thing that if there's anyone who's new to Rise of Nations watching this, actually, I'm planning to release, I've talked about it before, but yeah, the tutorial series very soon. And and one of the episodes I want to do on building placement and the importance of building your structures in the way of your opponent's army as they advance, because it gives you such a huge ability to slow them down. And it could be all the difference between, in this instance, winning and losing a Nomadium 2 grand final game.
Yeah.
So,
So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The next map?
Let's jump into the next one. So I'll just quickly load up that replay now.
Our next map is Australian Outback, game number 6, and TUF have a very good record on this map.
Yeah, you're right. So, okay, all right, ready to go. So we'll go 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Ooh, so it's almost a mirror.
Yeah, let's have a look at the nations quickly. So, again, we talked about this before, but TUF have always been really strong on these maps, especially the water maps, but in particular Aussie Outback. I think they're undefeated on this map in the tournament so far. So the nations they've selected here, it's tiers 2, 3, and 4. They've gone with Americans, Nubians, and Spanish versus Americans, Aztecs, and Spanish. So I'm actually quite kind of surprised in some ways, but I mean, I guess at the same time, we're not counting all the nations that they've already used. This is the 6th game in a best of 7, so there's so many nations that they actually can't pick anymore.
On my way.
But yeah, what do you think of the pick of Americans on this map?
Americans, so at H2, you know what? Romans would be a very good pick on this map as well. I know none of these teams have picked Romans. Great for early rush. Americans, they don't get their strength until, let's say, medieval age. So I my pick out of the ones that remaining would be Romans, but Americans are not bad. They're just weak to early rushes. If I look at the tier 3 pick, Nubians versus Aztecs, that's going to be tricky because Aztecs are great on this map, but they need to get some successful raids, and they need to be given time to show their strength. Because if Aztecs spawn against, let's say, a Japanese, if there was a Japanese player, then Aztecs are screwed because they need to kill to get bonus, and they will never kill if they're always in a defensive position.
Yeah, that's very true. One thing, just as this game kind of unfolds here, is I can see that the TUF guys have actually built their cities without really thinking about getting the water here. And it looks like Serge is very, very... Well, he's not actually that close, to be honest. He's actually quite a distance off getting the water, so they don't have any access to any of the coastline on Aussie Outback, which is... and I can tell you that coastline is very dangerous. There's lots of sharks in that ocean. So it's probably a good thing in some ways, but it's not good for their fishing plans because, yeah, we all know on this map, it's, you know, this is Aussie Outback. This is the fishing map of all maps. So, and the Spanish player can't get his bonus either because he can't build a dock that quickly.
That's right. So this is already looking bad. But on the plus side, I want to say that TUF have got crazy rares. Diamonds again, gems, horses, and potentially they could get sugar and tobacco. So those rares that I mentioned by themselves are so strong that I think the Nubian player is set for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think for the Nubian player, not having access to the water is not such a big deal because he's going to rush his market anyway. There's so many rares on this map. It's like a Nubian's paradise. And having diamonds...
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, that's
especially
huge.
diamonds. Like, diamonds by itself is such an amazing rare to have when you're Nubians because the ability to buy and sell...
Yeah.
Great.
I agree. And it does look like as well, I mean, just based on the way these guys started, but Mouse built his city in a very aggressive position. And just from the way that they've started their cities, it looks like TUF has the upper hand, as in they're going to have more territory, more mines under their control, and, you know, some really key rares like relics as well. Or possibly it's on the border between PLA. So relics is contestable, but yeah, it does look like overall there's more than 50% of the map is under TUF's control.
That's right. Really, really nice rares over this side. That's the other side. So other side was, let's say, wise or lucky, whichever one you want to say, but they did get water. Each one of them got water.
Yeah. See, it's like the complete opposites here, different styles. Like all of them made sure that there's no way each and every one of them has access to their own personal port near the ocean, whereas TUF, yeah, all they needed was one, but they've gone for map control rather than quick access.
Yeah. Oh, dude, look at the ruin bonuses. I don't know what happened to Serge, but he's got a 1 ruin. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, wow. PLA's in the huge lead here for ruins, and Timeless is doing a great job. 180 ruins compared to the best on TUF is 50.
Yep, and I see that Timeless is going for raiding the. He's using his villager for the diamond merchant. He's sending it there. Nice one there, right? That's even though it's annoying, it forces them to move their villagers. Yeah, and that's also a good thing about being Nubians, that these merchants are so strong. You actually need a heavy infantry to kill them.
Yeah, look at that HP, 135, and it's healing too. So yeah, you probably need like 3 or 4 merchants to actually put them under pressure. It's so ridiculous.
On the other side, I see that I have a feeling that TNT is going to go mill 1 again. He hasn't found Mouse's wood camp, but when he finds it out, he's going to be very happy because Mouse's wood camp is so within the reach of raiding.
Yeah, I mean, that's even within tower range if he can build a tower in the right position there. So yeah, whatever he does, he is going for mill 1 here. So you read his mind there. He's making full use of that Aztec free light infantry, and he's even pinged his library to his teammates just to make sure that they're fully aware of what he's doing, while his ally Linky is going for Commerce 1 and just going for a normal dock. And I expect that, yeah, that's the same as what Timeless has gone for here as well. So already got that try me out that you get for free with Spain, and that's going to raid. Although he won't find too much because I don't think TUF is going to have too many fish to raid.
Man.
Maybe it's a genius move there by TUF. I mean, they...
So I'll just look at the wealth rares with diamonds, gems, dye, and tobacco. That's 50 wealth in itself. So if they already use those wealth rares, maybe they don't need water for some time.
Yeah. I mean,
and Mouse was very careful with his barracks. He went with his own military one because he knows the Aztec layer, of course, is going to start raiding soon.
Yeah, and he actually got his racks up just in time, and you can see that he's already built a set of archers here, bowmen. But obviously bowmen aren't they aren't the counter to Aztecs, though, unfortunately.
Well, the only problem is that this is the American player we're talking. American player, if the American player gets slowed down, Aztecs can be slow. They can be behind and it's fine. But if the American player is slow, he's losing out on a lot of good stuff. Like, he cannot get Wonder early. His eco will be behind. Because if you check out Linky... Oh, by the way, nice city placement for Linky. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I did, yeah. And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I mean, he can't border push too much against the capital city. That's why the border's not going crazy here. But, I mean, still, it's getting plenty of space there that it should be well within reach of that tower. And you can see that actually Mouse has evacuated that woodcutter camp and he's actually deleting it now.
And he has secured sugar. That's the best part.
Yeah. I mean, that sugar is huge. And securing that as well as pushing back on these trees. And if he wants to, he could probably tower that barracks of Mouses as well. I don't know if it's got enough range, but it's going to be close.
I want to mention that lack of water is clearly showing in the resources for tough players. You see, none of them have food income at 100.
Yeah, actually, wow, look at this. So wealth collected so far in this game, you've got basically PLA with about 100 each, and then you've got Mouse with almost 0. He's getting his fish up. You got 530 for Coldfire here. Like, holy.
That is insane.
That is, like, and that's just the power of diamonds and gems. It's the only ones he has so far. So, you know, not only having that much gold income, but being able to trade at a discount without even getting commerce too. I mean, I've seen Coldfire play as Nubians before. I think he played as Nubians on Watering Hole, and he dominated there. So, I mean, any TUF fans out there, like, you've got full confidence in your boy Coldfire here. He's probably going to do some damage.
No.
Yeah, and with those rares, dude, 97 wealth income coming for Coldfire. That is insane. That is Inca in Age 1.
Yeah.
And wait, right now he's got 110 coming because he just took silver. So that's... Oh man, that is crazy good amount of wealth coming. So I have not. I have no words right now.
Coming.
Coldfire could be 2v1 easily. He could be going 2v1 at some point.
And you know what the crazy thing is? I can see in the chat they're actually talking about this. And Surge actually said to Coldfire, he said, go Colo. And I think Surge is going to back him up and help defend him if he needs to. So can you imagine that if that crazy wealth income he already has, times by 30% extra from Colossus, plus unlimited population, and a bit of extra commerce cap for his wood too, it's going to be crazy. It's going to snowball from here.
Ooh, so these guys even have citrus. I won't say they have citrus, but it's within their reach. So in case they were to use citrus, that'll be pretty crazy as well. By the way, Linky is aging, and so is Coldfire. Looks like those two are doing very good. And on this side, Timeless also not doing too bad.
Yeah, it does look like Timeless is having a decent game so far. As the Spain player versus Surge. Ooh, you can actually see that Linky rushed. Oh, he skipped Mill and skipped Science there and gets the Colossus down.
Yeah,
wow.
Nice one. Very nice one.
That's huge, yeah. And I mean, Mouse wasn't in a position to do so because he's so close and vulnerable at the front lines here.
Yeah,
so.
Mouse is actually, I would say Mouse is in a very horrible position. He is doing worse than everybody else because that's Aztecs, man. Aztecs with water, they can keep fighting like this.
Yeah, and nice micro there as well by TNT. He's not losing units unnecessarily. And but yeah, just more importantly, this positioning of Mouse, it was quite bold and ambitious to build so far forward on the map, but it's also showing that as an American player, I feel like that's one of those nations like Egypt where you're at a massive advantage if you can sit back in the pocket. So if he swaps places almost with Surge, ideally that's where you want to be as Americans, where you're slow at the beginning.
You are right.
Yeah.
And the Aztec player, he just gave him enough advantage. I mean, enough pressure that he's not comfortable there. While the other American players got Colossus now, and he's going to be in trouble very soon.
Yeah, you can see that Surge is now aging up as well as Spain. And then, but yeah, I guess the question is going to be, what's Mouse going to do? I mean, he doesn't actually have his second city yet. In fact, I think he's going to skip Civic here. And is he going to get a wonder? Like, I don't think he can, even if he wanted to.
If I just imagine what could possibly be a strategy here, maybe Mouse could get pyramids. But again, he's too close to the opponents, and I don't think him getting any wonder would be a good idea. He's just too close. He's not in a great place to be able to afford such a big risk.
Oh, look at this. This is huge kind of move here by PLA. So we've got Mill 2 here from TNT. He's building his siege factory already, and we're only at the 11-minute mark. So despite the fact that he went Mill 1 and should be slow, that's a really fast siege. I mean, has he even got his... See, he skipped his Senate, and he's not even getting Despot yet.
Yeah.
Whether he gets Despot or not, we'll find out.
I'm pretty sure he will get a Despot soon, but nice one there. On the other side, I heard that Surge and Coldfire said that let's go Timeless. But at this rate, I feel like Mouse is going to be dead sooner than Coldfire can make anything happen. It's true that Coldfire should be able to kick ass in the late game, because just look at his resource graph. It's much better than Timeless's. But it's still not so good that he's going to completely wipe the floor.
Yeah, Coldfire's got six. He's got 6 merchants and 4 fish, so he's got a really strong eco. But yeah, like you said, I mean, at the moment, as we stand, Mouse still hasn't built a second city. If he loses this city to what could be a fairly predictable all-in militia, if PLA wanted to do that, he's out of the game. And even if he holds, like if he loses his capital, that's, you know, it's almost GG at that point. So his allies surely realize this, and Surge is now coming through with all the units that he has as well, and basically they need to hold here. But this is interesting though, because it's like on one hand you've got Despot TNT, and on the other hand you've got Linky, who's got Colossus as Americans and has gone Senate. So I feel like Linky can just fall back and just boom from here if it doesn't work out.
You're right. Ooh. Yeah, Mouse is actually, he's in big trouble. I do want to point out that just because of the rares, the kind of wealth rares that this team has, Mouse currently has more wealth income than Linky, who's got a Colossus.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, there's no excuse for that, I guess, too, because you can get as many fish as you want if you needed to boost his wealth income up. Ooh, nice.
Somebody asked me to show Surge library. Yeah, the Surge library, if you look at it, it's not doing so good at this point.
Yeah, I think that was a little earlier, but he's gone for a fairly standard build here. For Surge, he hasn't got Science and just gone to H2, now getting Mill 2, while Mouse is still also stuck on the same tech. It looks like Linky's already got Civic 2, so behind all of this, Linky is continuing to play a normal game. This doesn't appear to be an all-in. Although the weird thing though is going to be, you've got two clearly different roles here. And I don't know if PLA is necessarily in sync, or maybe this is all part of their plan, but you know, you've got the player who's gone for Despot here, and normally you would, like logic would dictate, both players should go Despot, both should go hard, and both should strike when they can, but you've kind of got the opposite here. You've got one who's a super boomer, and one who's got militia. It's bringing militia, man. This is heating up.
Oh man, this is looking. I don't know, because on the other side looks like Coldfire will win. If you see the other side,
yeah, that's true.
Coldfire is in a much better place than Coldfire. Yeah, those Nubians can be very scary. Yeah, sometimes.
They definitely can be, and I think Nubians are one of those ones that, yeah,
especially on a map like this, Nubians kick ass.
Yeah, there can be huge variance. And look at TNT though. Oh, nice bribes though by TUF so far. They've already got a couple of bribes. Just got another one there for Surge.
Oh, by the way, Mouse just researched attrition.
Ooh.
So he at least doesn't have to worry about militia.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a game changer as far as defending that goes.
Yeah. Oh, are you seeing this Coldfire's third city? Check this out. What a nice place to build the third city.
Yeah, that's a really nice location there. Even building a tower behind it, and that kind of boxes out Timeless here as well. Oh, Timeless has to be careful. He might lose his Senate. He doesn't have a heap of units either behind. Only 5 units, and 3 of them are horses. They're not going to do a great job holding the city.
Yeah,
these towers
I feel like it's a ticking clock for the PLA team.
Yeah, I mean, Coldfire has Cotton here as well. So just having Cotton. Yeah, it helps to reinforce. Actually, I don't know what happened there. I think he lost his cotton.
And meanwhile, I see Linky raiding in the back.
Right.
And the Aztec player, I feel like the Aztec player maybe went in a little too early, because right now his game is all right. Well, yeah. He suffered a lot.
He did suffer a lot there, and I guess unless he can get his Commerce 2 fairly quickly, he's always going to be fairly far behind everyone else, even Mouse, to be honest, as this game goes on. So he either needs to commit one way or another, try and capture a city and do some damage, or alternatively just start spamming scholars like crazy and trying to catch up in the eco.
Yeah, I want to say that Timeless and these guys they're doing all right, and Surge is coming here to help Coldfire to double the city of Alicante. Yeah, that has to be how you spell it.
Yeah.
Oh, aging for the Timeless is aging. If he gets there in time,
ooh,
he better not lose it. Oh no, dude, no!
It's gonna be close.
He could be losing it. He could be losing this.
Oh, it looks like Linky's. Oh, Surge is actually coming in from the side too. Yeah, he does lose the city. Oh, that hurts. 99% too. He literally was about 2 seconds away from doing so. And I mean, look at this. Like this city placement by Surge as well. They've completely cut off the reinforcement lines here for Linky to help his ally out.
They have. And Linky is now. I think Linky's got confused. Where should he go? Linky is also aging, by the way, and so is Surge. The only players who are not aging, and I feel like TNT is going to realize this sometime, but he has not built any university yet.
Yeah, no university and no knowledge income from rares either. So he literally has a balance of 50 knowledge, which is what you start the game with.
That's right. That is right.
Ooh.
The only player I feel like Timeless is doing good though. I don't know what happened, dude. What happened here? How did Timeless?
Yeah, he just recaptured that. He brought some militia, but he saved most of his units there, which was really smart. You can see that Surge has a nice army now as well, but they're trying to figure out the TUF players if they want to double or if they want to just fall back and fight another day. It looks like Coldfire is, I don't know if he's winning this engagement or not. He's holding his ground here, and it's hard for me to tell whether this is a good idea or not.
I'm not very worried about Coldfire. I feel like Coldfire will be fine in this game because he honestly is doing pretty good. By the way, Linky's raiding diamonds. Just got a merchant out. He's doing really good there. My real issue is that TNT is going to be in big trouble very soon.
Well, it's actually it's interesting because Mouse has plenty of knowledge, but other than the knowledge, I mean, he has a lot of militia right now, but he hasn't converted. Like they're on similar ecos from a food and wood perspective. So, ooh, but yeah. Surge is coming across though and cleaning up this Aztec army. I think TNT is doing the old classic, you know, I don't need an eco, I'm going to get my eco from plunder, as opposed to, you know, the usual methods of actually harvesting and building farms. Ooh.
By the way, check this out. Linky is going for Barcelona.
Yep, I can see that, and that's a nice little pickup. If Linky can grab that city, that helps secure the reinforcement lines for his ally and kind of bolsters their position here.
Yeah, and in fact, right now, Timeless could come and help him.
Yeah, I mean that should.
As again, the only problem is TNT, and I feel like everything's good except that knowledge income. He needs to do something about that knowledge income because currently he is lagging behind by a huge margin from Mouse. Mouse has got 115, more than Linky himself, more than any of the tough PLA players actually.
I think he might just be going for it here. I mean, he's literally. We throw the word all in around quite a bit, but he literally hasn't built a single scholar to this point.
You're right. Oh, that's a huge army, man, by TNT.
Yeah, I mean, he's going for it.
That's a crazy huge army. I also want to show that Mouse just got Hanging Gardens. I don't know when he did that. Anyway, that's a huge army from TNT, and this could be big trouble for Mouse if not dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 pages of units here. Even with militia, Mouse does not have the same number. And I mean, is Surge going to be able to save him? He says help in the chat. He does say help in the chat. He knows that he's getting a bit stressed here. He does move his capital though, so he's safe.
So this is the real all-in, man. This is the real all-in because TNT doesn't capture this, game's over. Game is over if he doesn't capture this.
Tournament championship on the line. If you were Mouse right now, how nervous would you be? You literally one wrong move and potentially you're out of the entire tournament. You have to wait another year.
By the way, he did move his cap.
Yeah, moving his cap was definitely a clutch play. So even if he loses this city, at least he's not gifting his opponent with a massive amount of resources. But I mean, look at this. Yes, militia coming from Surge. He's helping out as best he can with everything he's got.
Ooh, TNT, please get University because I am freaking out right now.
Oh man, yeah, this is like he needs to get this before the other teams, and especially Mouse gets to age 3 and upgrades his units too.
Oh, and here comes Linky. Linky is gonna abandon his sieges to help.
And he gets age 3 just in time. The perfect timing there for TUF and for Mouse, because I think Linky was going to try and clean that up.
Yeah, maybe Linky should have just come earlier, because once Mouse lost New York, he would lose a lot. That's the kind of push that Aztecs need sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh. And from this point on, it's looking very difficult. By the way, Coldfire has got military level 3. And he's got a good enough army coming. He's also getting a castle behind this. I feel like Timeless should have just come here and helped.
Yeah.
I know it's...
I completely agree. I mean, this mountain is placed to Timeless's favor here. He should be able to capture, or at least help Linky capture this stronghold city in the middle.
Beyond, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a Nubian player is a big trouble late game. In fact, Coldfire's got crazy good library on this side. But now Timeless is actually back in the game, and Timeless got a better eco than Coldfire. The only problem, as I keep saying, is TNT. He has ignored his wealth and knowledge income for too long, and he's going to regret that now.
He's finally built 2 universities and is building as many scholars as he can afford, which is not very many. But at least, yeah, he's not going to be stuck in the Dark Ages forever. And to be honest, it might actually work out in his favor, because if one of these players hits gunpowder soon, it makes his Age 3 research doubly cheap. It's
Mouse is also here to help. For Linky, it's looking very difficult, man. Seriously, looking very, very difficult for PLA.
Yeah, looking really good for TUF. And you can even see that, Linky's doing some nice water raids in the back. So Linky, trademark excellent multitasking here. But I think Linky's taken a few bad engagements against Surge, and you can see it in his army. It's not a Colossus army you'd normally expect to see from Linky.
No, it's not. It's not. And also because Mouse was here to help at some times. By the way, just to mention that TNT doesn't have metal. Check out his metal mine. He cannot get any more.
Yeah, that's huge. Look at this. Mouse is trying to get a bribe off here, but it's probably the worst position I've ever... most precarious position I've ever seen for a potential tower bribe. Literally into the heart of the battle there. But no.
It's looking very difficult, by the way. Cold Fire close to age 4.
Yeah, he's getting his commerce too. Only needs to get the knowledge to click up now, which is 765 with his silver.
Yep. Not a huge army from Timeless. Yeah, maybe that teamwork that we always saw was slightly missing in this game, because I could imagine a lot of opportunities because Timeless could help on this side, and once Surge was out of the Surge lost the city of Leon, then New York would be a very easy target.
Yeah, it really did feel like that was a missed opportunity that they could have had. And I mean, even the fact that you had the Aztec player going Despot and you had Linky going Colossus Republic, I feel like maybe the Despot player could have gone slightly less aggressive build. And they would have been more in sync with each other.
Oh, Surge captures Barcelona.
Ooh, I think you're slightly ahead of me, but yeah, I can see it's down to 100.
Oh, I'm sorry.
100 HP. So yeah, it's not far away from going down, that's for sure. And you can see this castle is doomed as well. Linky trying to build a castle behind, but don't think it's going to go up. Ooh, Mouse coming across too. It's almost like they've traded positions here. I mean, TUF are playing well as a team. They've backed each other up. They are. When they needed
so this kind of continuous rotation, that's what I was talking about. Very, very great job there by all the players in TUF. So at this point, I want to say that Timeless actually looks like he's in a great position. He could kill. I'll be honest. Assuming Surge doesn't come over there to help.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and also assuming that he can get to age 4 and fight, I guess, in the same age as Coldfire here, because I think Coldfire looks like he should age first.
Yep. Ooh. You're right, Coldfire will age first if he's given a chance. It says that this is very close, and I feel like Timeless should be able to get, once he gets that castle out. On this side, TNT is still not aged yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 230 knowledge. He's going to be there eventually, but yeah, he's not holding his breath. And meanwhile, it's a bit of a 2v1 for Linky. He's boxed in and he's losing a lot of units.
Another problem is that Mouse has got a lot of time to boom. Check out his library. He's got a better library than Linky right now. And Linky has been leading since a long time.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Linky's library. Yeah, Linky hasn't gone for sciences yet. And yeah, I mean, 150 knowledge income versus Mouse's 140, despite the raids that Mouse has received. Look at this though, Timeless is really putting up a massive fight here against Coldfire.
He is. He could. So I am not sure even if Timeless wins if that means anything for the team, but at least there'll be someone winning.
Hello. You okay over there?
Yeah.
Because previously it looks like everybody was winning in this team except Timeless, and now he's the only one with a hope.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to snipe this castle. You can see Coldfire doesn't want that castle to go down.
Yeah, he is like Coldfire just threw in all of his units, and the problem is when you throw your cavalry against the Spanish units.
Wow,
it hurts.
Yeah, he takes the city, and this is a huge moment because we were talking about PLA almost looking like they were slowly going down and down and down, especially TNT. But Timeless is saying in the chat he's taken that city against this Nubian player who has crazy rares, and just these Royal Skitaris, man.
They are crazy. In fact, the city of Napata is very, very, let's say, open. And the only weak link in this team is right now TNT. And as long as TNT can keep Mouse busy, I feel, and Linky can keep Surge busy, Timeless should be able to clear all of this. He's got 3 Trebuchet. Everything is looking very good for him. While Coldfire can age, it's just that he doesn't have the army.
Yeah, I mean, look at TNT. I feel like TNT is like that brawler, like that guy who takes his boxing gloves off, spits on his hands, and then puts like a knuckle duster on and starts just swinging like left, right, and center. He's got age 2 units here versus Mouse. They will get upgraded eventually, but he's going to be potentially up against a gunpowder opponent if he ever fights Coldfire soon. So let's hope he ages.
Oh man, and Linky is back. Linky is going back. By the way, Linky's wealth income is looking great.
Yeah. Ooh.
And all those water raids from Linky are paying off, man.
Ooh, yeah, really nice rating. That's the hidden gem here in any battle. And you can see that Linky is pressuring Surge. Ooh, should have enough units. Captures the city of Surges, but will he hold it? I think Surge has a decent
dude,
army.
I have no clue what's happening in this game. What the hell, man? They were just losing this, and suddenly Linky is back in the game, and so is Timeless. And Timeless got a huge army here. I'll say that Timeless will be aging within a few minutes of Coldfire.
Yeah.
Coldfire says, Surge, please come once. I'll say, yeah, do come once. But he points out towards Linky's army and says, nah.
And now it might be on Mouse to actually kill TNT, which would be the greatest irony of all this, because
this will be, and I'm not sure Mouse can do that at this point, because TNT is finally aged after
he did
while Coldfire is going gunpowder, TNT goes age 3.
Yeah, and I mean Linky still has the biggest eco out of all of this, but I think
Eco? Oh yeah, Eco, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I heard TNT and Army. So.
Oh no, Linky has the biggest eco. TNT has probably the lowest eco and army, I think.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, his army's not too bad.
I don't know if Surge realizes this, but he could afford to lose Barcelona and even Leon. But if Coldfire loses Napata, game is over.
Yeah, he needs to help.
He has to go and help.
Oh, and Coldfire finally does age, but Coldfire was just in an awkward position there. I'm sure if he could go back, he would have just retreated, upgraded, towered up this area, and he would have had gunpowder advantage. But
you remember that meme? I have aged, but at what cost?
Yeah, it's like you've reached the promised land of gunpowder, but you can't afford to actually build a single unit because you spent all your money.
Meanwhile, Timeless still continues raiding it. Look at his diamond raids on the back.
Yeah. Wow. Where's he raiding there? Oh, nice raid there by the Royal Skitari are doing work here against that diamond merchant. And
is it gonna kill it or not?
Oh man, this is an epic battle. He gets the last shot.
I announced this Kutari as a winner of Nomadium 2.
Oh, he's saying, look at this in the chat too. Mouse is saying, send help, we win. Go help Coldfire, you need to help the teammates. We've been talking about how good their teamwork's been for TUF, but it looks like Surge.
Oh yeah, so this is the part where Surge was, when you have a long-standing battle with an opponent that you're very proud of winning, and you just forget that in the big picture, it's not very good to let your opponent die there.
Yeah, he just wants to be the guy that killed Linky, but unfortunately it's kind of like Wario as well. Kill Linky, but
you know what? Kron, I'll just give you some good idea about a potential Nomadium 3 trailer. It should be all based on the heavy infantries, the hero heavy infantry of this tournament.
I mean, that's the PLA's lucky talisman. Here we go. He's going for Napata here. And
he is finally going for it.
Coldfire does
clearly has a bigger army.
Oh, look at this though. Like the Tercios, they're so good, aren't they? And
they are.
We're going to see how they go here. I mean, oh, he gets the cap. He gets the cap.
He gets the cap, but Mouse is still going. I don't know why Mouse is going for that city of Tula when he could be going for Tenochtitlan. Clearly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And Surge finally realizes, yeah, he should go and help.
Yeah, he is coming back. I mean, I don't think it's too late to salvage everything. I mean, if he can double this army and kill all of Timeless's units here,
I feel like maybe Timeless should fight it because, well, he did get a shit ton of rares, right? I mean, resources, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, look at his res. Yeah, he's got 1,700 food, 900 wood.
So I won't call it game over already because let's be honest, Mouse could go H4. He is Americans. Oh, Linky is also going H4 though, and both of them are Americans.
Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, importantly though, he's going H4. He's Americans. He's got hanging guns, so that's definitely in his favor. And more importantly, like, there's no way TNT is going to get gunpowder for at least another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, probably. Like, it's going to be a while.
yeah. TNT is going to be. He'll need to be carried for a long time, and now.
Ooh. Needs to be careful.
TNT better save his army, man.
Yeah.
Or not. Well, Mouse is in a gunpowder, right? Doesn't matter. TNT. So there's actually a very good chance that. Yeah, there's actually a very good chance that TUF can come back from this. This is worthy of a nail-biting final game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's on all fronts too. I mean, Linky could possibly kill Surge because Surge has to go elsewhere and help out his allies. Yep. But then Coldfire
Mouse could possibly kill TNT. And by the way, TNT has moved his Senate.
Yeah, he has moved his Senate, but he's moved it right into the middle here, which I don't know if that's a good position either. I mean, look at Mouse. He's literally just like camping in his opponent's territory doing nothing. What is he doing? Is he ambushed?
Meanwhile, Coldfire somewhat coming back in the game, and Timeless is here trying to take back that city. Man, it's looking very difficult. Very difficult.
Oh man. I
mean... Surge. Let's be honest. If Surge loses the city, that's the only thing he has got right now. That's saving him. If he loses this city, it's over.
And I mean, Linky has Monarch, so that's huge.
Oh,
H4 versus H3.
TNT could lose his capital.
Oh, he's building a Senate, man. He's building a Senate. It's 50% done though, and the capital's down to 700 HP. I don't know if he's going to finish it in time. Yeah, it looks like Mouse is going to pick up probably this cap sack. Oh, it's close. 90%.
Oh,
he gets
wait.
He gets
wait. At the same time, Timeless is going for Coldfire.
Oh, he's going back. Oh, and look at that. I mean, Timeless has a massive eco compared to Coldfire. There's no way Coldfire will be able to match him for production here. Gets the cap sack, and Forbidden City here going down by Mouse of all players.
Mouse? Wait. Why Mouse? He should let Coldfire build that. That'll be killing two birds with a single stick.
Oh, he needs to let Coldfire build it, or unless he wants to fight 2v3 for the rest of this game. Although having said that, he has taken this city of TNTs, and I mean, maybe he's hedging his bets on the fact that he doesn't need Coldfire in the game anymore. And you might argue that it's like slightly more selfish, but it might be better for
but
the
it's
team.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's as long as it works for the team, it's fine. All's good if the team's good.
Yeah.
Linky. Oh wait, Mouse did ask Cold, can UFC?
Ooh.
I don't hear any response yet.
Sorry, was that Linky
by the way, Linky is also losing some of his units over that side.
Ooh.
So I have a feeling that if Timeless should just leave some units over there and run, because it's not worth keeping all of his army.
No.
Or maybe not. I'm not sure. It's a very tough decision, right? It's a very tough decision to call. Meanwhile, TNT has found the Forbidden City, and he is just going to raid.
Oh, nice play there by TNT. I mean, that's the most useful he can be. Is he's going around with he's got a supply.
Yeah, like, screw my cap. I won't let you build that Forbidden City. If I don't get it, nobody gets it. Timeless, meanwhile, is raiding throughout the map. He's got these heavy cavalry raiding the metal miners. Linky is trying his best to help out here, but it's just, I don't know, man. Mouse seems like he has a better army over there.
Yeah, I mean, Capital's going down left, right, and center. I've heard that sound effect come up so many times. I'm confused where to look now. But yeah, it does look like. Let's look at the timers. So we've got Coldfire on 2 minutes 45, TNT on 3 minutes. So that does give PLA a slight advantage. And I mean, the funny thing is, if TNT was to raid Forbidden City, I feel like it's probably helping out TUF more than anything because it means that Coldfire could build it. Whereas
it's such a tough call, right? Should Surge go and help out Coldfire, or should he just abandon Coldfire and help out Mouse? It has to be one of them. By the way, I don't know. TNT is making the last of his use, and it's so ironic that he got killed by the Americans, although Aztecs were killed by Spanish, Joe. And his Spanish teammate did not let him down. He did fight. By the way, this time he is in Toledo and raiding Surge hard.
Look at this, big news here, big news story. There is a Forbidden City going down, and it's by TNT.
Yeah, Lola, I know. I'm also excited.
Lola's excited. I'm excited. This is
where is TNT's? Oh, TNT's Forbidden City is in this corner.
Risky, very risky. Much better if it was
very risky. Mouse and Linky are going at it. They've got huge armies, and Mouse has got a slightly bigger army. And Toledo, by the way, Toledo is completely open on this side. And the next player to go down could be Surge himself.
Yeah, I mean, Surge is actually, his eco is severely crippled. I mean, one thing we haven't really talked about is PLA did a great job raiding the water. I mean, they don't have a lot of fish.
They have.
Oh, look at this big fight here between the two rivals, Mouse versus Linky.
Ooh. Yep. This is... And Mouse clearly has a bigger army.
Yeah, look at that army from Mouse. It's huge. Far out.
Huge. So he's the last savior for PLA. And I mean, TUF, he's the last guy. If he loses, game's over. But then, luckily, he is holding his ground. He's got a huge army. And if he doesn't... Actually, TNT still got 1 minute to build that Forbidden City, which I'm actually surprised that Coldfire did not build Forbidden City. Because Coldfire clearly could have helped out a lot if he survives this, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially with Nubians, like you can always come back pretty quickly if you get on your feet again. So, I mean, yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that too. But Mouse, just with an incredible army here, he looks like he's got the Colossus here. Well, Linky's the one that actually has it. Linky's saying help in the chat now, and this is just a wild ending to this game. I honestly don't know what the hell is going to happen because Linky,
I don't know.
Yeah, Linky is now not as big of a player. It comes down to Timeless. And what does Timeless do next? I mean, he's got 15 seconds. He needs to stop thinking about Coldfire. He needs to start thinking about, what does he do? Kill Surge?
Even. He's gonna stop thinking about Surge and just get on Mouse because, by the way, it looks like TNT will survive to live another day.
Well, Coldfire does
10 seconds. GG. 10 seconds left. 3 seconds left for.
Ooh, Coldfire is eliminated from the game. Says GG.
TNT is wait a second. Wait a second. Mouse calls the GG. Wait a second. What? This is Why is he calling GG? Mouse, you got a massive army.
This is
gameplay. I think it's about Toledo. City of Toledo is going down, and Mouse knows that he cannot win alone.
Yeah, maybe.
To be honest, he may be able to win alone.
I still think like he.
So I feel like if Mouse can capture Washington.
Ooh, Surge resigns, and you've got to say there's only one player left to resign, and that is Mouse.
Woo!
And he does do it, and that means, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play the video, guys. Enjoy.
This was...
Linky is angry. Linky is going for the offensive now. He's pissed off about losing that Hanging Garden and takes that city with all of his crossbows. He does get the caps. He moves his caps just before they get the sack. That was
wow. What is going on here?
That was a clutch play right there. But the problem is, you know, he's done a great job moving his caps. Guys, there you saw it. Congratulations to PLA. Very well played. Oh my god, Jatin, what do you think? What's your take?
This was one of... So this game, I think this game has outdone or at least reach the same level as the semi-final PLA versus Forvali. That is the talk of the town.
Man,
always.
That was epic. And I mean, really nice comeback by TUF to win that Sahara game convincingly. And then honestly, that last game, like that was fitting for any tournament finale.
Yep.
I genuinely thought it was just madness. It was just chaos. It was like TNT didn't build a university for the first however many minutes of the game. It was just incredible, but somehow it worked out okay for them in the end.
It just worked. I don't know what was TNT doing. I can't believe that this game ended the way it did, because Mouse, being the weakest player in the start of the game, turned out to be the strongest player in the later part. How did he do that? That was crazy. That Hanging Gardens probably helped. All those wealth raiders probably helped as well.
Yeah.
Man, what a game. But overall, PLA with their water raids, with their constant pestering, I won't say the best teamwork in this one, but still great play, man. What a game. So PLA won this before and they've won it again.
Man, that was just a masterclass there again by PLA. But I mean, that last game, you could tell that I feel like TUF came back much more focused in this last two matches. They honestly could have easily won that, and if they'd won that, it comes down to one more map. So PLA, all the pressure was on them. You know, they didn't have that momentum advantage because there was a week's break between this set of matches and last matches. And also, I feel like psychologically too, PLA might have been a bit stressed because they're like, you know, when you kind of feel like you've won something and then it gets taken away from you and you're like, hey, like, all that
you can't do that.
All that hard work I put in, like, you can't just take that away from us. Like, come on, man. But no, they knuckled down. They obviously felt confident in themselves. And yeah, they were able to squeeze out this win. And you have to say MVP, I mean, on this last map, probably Timeless, right? Like, I mean, Linky did well and certainly played well. TNT had a role to play too, but I feel like Timeless was the one that tipped it into their balance when we probably didn't really expect that to be the case. So
that was, man, what a game. This was befitting of a final. Yeah. And I want to point out about this scorecard. Do you know what's a score?
Yeah, do you mean these? Oh, actually, we better update.
It's 4-2, right? It's 4-2.
Yeah, that's correct.
And guess what was all the scores in the semifinal? 4-2, 4-2. This has been some Illuminati stuff here.
Oh my god, is there something magical about 4-2? And I mean, if we look at the quarterfinals, it was all pretty much 3-0, which I don't know why, but I think there was only one game which wasn't. So that is kind of bizarre, but yeah, I mean, 4-2, we couldn't have asked for anything much more than that. I mean, like, TUF were knocking on the door to making this go all the way to a 7th game, but I feel like time was
and they could have. I clearly have no idea what happened there. Because I remember one moment, Coldfire took the city for Timeless, and I just looked away for a second. Timeless had bigger army and took back his city, and that's when things went.
Yeah, it's at
horrible for them.
At the 25-minute mark, just looking at the military graph, you can see that Coldfire's army is at the top of the entire map, and then it takes a massive downturn. And I mean, yeah, if anyone who's watching this on YouTube, like, make sure you rewind and just check out what happened at that moment, because that's pretty much it appears to be when Timeless won the game for PLA, because his army didn't take a dip at all, and then from that point forward, he was just in a dominant position. And then, wow, they had a massive trade when he went in to take that cap, But yeah, resource-wise, you know, Coldfire just consistently dropped from there. Meanwhile, Linky and Timeless were just always consistently knocking out that boom. And yeah, just ground that all the way to a win. So, wow. Well done.
What a game, man. Crazy. This was a crazy final.
That's epic, man. I feel like we need some emotional music to play just to, you know, reminisce on all the great moments of this tournament. Because not only have PLA won, you know, they've done exceptionally well. I feel like this was a bit of a fairy tale win for them too. If we have flashbacks to the very beginning, you know, as we've talked about, we didn't even mention them as being in the discussion of winners. Like, they weren't in the discussion, and I feel like that's a sign of disrespect in hindsight, because they've shown well and truly. I mean, I remember talking to Linky during one of the interviews, and Linky actually told me in the chat. Linky said, "Oh, yeah, I was a little bit like surprised that you guys didn't put us like as one of the top 2 or top 3 teams." And I said to Linky, I was like, "Look, Linky, it's no disrespect to you, but you know, it's kind of like we know who Timeless and we know who TNT are, but we always thought of Mouse and TNO as kind of like the superstars of PLA, in addition to Linky. And so yeah, we definitely underestimated them. But yeah, that was craziness, man. So what's your thoughts? I mean, can Nomadium 2 ever be topped? As far as
I don't know. This was crazy, guys. This is crazy. And I think Mentalist just created a fake account to lobby for banning militia.
Wow. I'm not sure what happened, but he must have been talking a little bit too passionately, and his original account may not have been getting through. But yeah, I think he's suggesting that I think Mentalist has been saying that not having a rule of not having more than, I think it's 2 towers behind the city. I mean, my personal opinion on that is I say build as many towers as you want, because the beauty of Rise of Nations is every third, fourth, fifth tower you build, it exponentially gets more expensive. So
you're shooting yourself in the foot if you build more than 4 towers in the game after that, unless you're Korea or Romans.
Yeah, Koreans or Romans I could see, but I mean, yeah, otherwise you're better off just spamming, actual units that actually can move and help you win the game, as opposed to static defense, which just sits there and holds a position. So,
I can't believe this Nomadium 2 is over. We started it 2 months back, and this has been so much of crazy fun. If we compare it with Nomadium 1, there were a lot more teams participating. We had a much bigger tournament this time because of double elimination initially.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a quick, let's just really quickly reminisce for a moment. I mean, if we look through the brackets here, we started out on this journey with the Super 16 qualifiers here, and wow, this is really making me think like back when I was in school or something, just a young buck. You can see the AZ Hunters here triumphed over PLA Kung Fu, and then we saw Kung Fu come through the lower bracket, and then Lat Raiders and Eurolat, and Team Gay as well qualified. So Eurolat were brought back from nothing, and that was what set us up with some really epic matches in the beginning. It was kind of like a Rise of Plebs, but maybe more of a mix between Rise of Plebs and the elite teams of Nomadium. And then we got to Super 16, and that was some really epic games too. So PN5 looking pretty strong, besides that bit of a wobble against Lat Raiders in that first match. And then we saw Lat Raiders also come through and defeat AZ Wolves to qualify. EL were dominant, but I think we all agreed that they had a fairly easy group. And then, finally TUF Alpha and AZ Hunters had a few run-ins there. And PLA Out of Ward defeated TUF. I think that's one thing that we need to acknowledge too. I mean, now that it's all official, now that PLA have officially won this grand final, and the scoreboards will permanently show it in history. It'll be 4-2. So they've defeated TUF Alpha 2-1 in the group stage. They've defeated EL 4-2 in the semi-finals and in a best of 7, and then they've defeated TUF Alpha 4-2 in the grand finals. They've literally beaten arguably the top 2 seeds.
Yeah, they have. So that's the best part about PLA. What I see is there is no what if. There is no what if for anybody to ask, because I know in Nomadium 1 I asked what if PLA ended up in the final against EL, could they have won? But we know that all the top contenders, they have been beaten by PLA, so there is no question left.
Yeah,
I'm satisfied. I think they are truly the champions.
I think that none of us expected it, but they are well and truly the champions here. And, I'm so glad to have watched how this has played out. I mean, it's definitely been surprising, but that's the beauty of a tournament, is that every team goes in with the ability to win the tournament. They just have to beat every opponent they come up against, and that's what PLA did. They finished first in their group. They defeated last year's champions, and then they defeated the team who everyone thought was the next best team in the entire comp. So, yeah, very well played. That was insane.
Oh, yeah, very well played. This was a crazy tournament, and right while we are at it, let's just quickly mention that Connor McDavid is organizing an Inter tournament.
Yeah.
Not everybody is welcome, but if you are an Inter, and you can ask Connor if you are eligible or not, you should join this. It will be fun. I might actually go and donate $20 to the prize pool. while I'm at it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea, and definitely support that tournament, guys, because it's going to be a great platform for any up-and-coming players who just want to, try out and, play some tournament games in more of a safe setting. You're not coming up against, your PLAs, your ELs, your PN5s and your TUFs, so you're not getting worried about being embarrassed on YouTube, which can be the case sometimes. Trust me, I speak from experience. I've had to go through that myself. So yeah, it's going to be a great little battle to see who comes out of that. And I mean, there's been a lot of consultation too. So all the teams that are playing, there's been a bit of a system in place to make sure that we're not letting in players who are too good. So that it's around that Inter to Inter Plus to very, very low Pro. It's all subjective. It's all subjective, but
yeah, Dave can participate, I'm sure.
Yeah, Dave's allowed.
Yeah. He just barely makes it to the bottom cutoff, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, he'll basically, as long as you're not better than Dave, you're allowed to enter. I think that's the rule.
Yeah. So. I mean, as long as you're worse than Dave. If you're worse than Dave, then you should not be playing this game, right? And then if you can beat CTAC or Grax, then you should be banned from Nomadium as well.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, if you can beat CTAC, actually, if you can get a game with CTAC, then you're already doing well. But if he doesn't boot you first, and then you can actually win against him, then you're too good. Sorry, Grax as well. Yes, Grax is he's a great player, a hallmark of this community, and also a very good yardstick of whether you're too pro or not.
Yeah.
So
it's so sad we don't have anyone to interview for this.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we don't have any post-match interviews lined up. So, I mean, yeah, if there was something to magically come out of the woodwork right now, we'd have to find out about it really soon. Otherwise, yeah, we're pretty much.
Yeah, I have a feeling Mentalist has some personal grudge against Serge.
It does. we got Mentalist asking if we can interview Serge, so that we can ask him how to use workers. I think this has been an ongoing grudge match. In fact, maybe it stems as well from when Serge said in his interview that his favourite moment was when Mentalist rage quit after the massacre on the sea.
He mentioned that twice.
He did, yeah. Just in case anyone missed it, he's like,
"Oh, my favorite nation. By the way, I really like that point when Mentalist quit."
Yeah, and just in case, so yeah, that was definitely some good storylines in this tournament too. I mean, what do you think as well? We're closing that loop finally on that whole rivalry between Timeless and Mouse. I mean, do you feel like...
I'm not sure if they are closing it or not, but yeah.
Do you feel like they'll get some closure from this though? I mean, if you're in Timeless's shoes, the way these last two games especially played out, did we have any fights that were directly between Timeless and Mouse? I feel like they were on... We were kind of like separating them on the map, and they were on opposite sides so that they couldn't, fight with each other.
They couldn't battle it out.
Yeah. So they kind of had to play proxy fights from across the map. But I mean, yeah, maybe that's going to be a storyline that's going to continue for years to come, I feel. And I mean, this tournament went for about 3 months, so I think we all deserve an off season for Nomadium for another. What's it going to be? 9 months or so. Early next year?
That's right. Early next year. But yeah, King of Sahara is coming probably next month. I mean, next as in, I'll say July at the earliest, not earlier than that.
Yeah. No, I think, King of Sahara is going to be coming up. We have a few, the good thing is there's a lot of people that are pushing ahead with helping to organize content, helping to organize tournaments. So we do have on the calendar, we've got obviously the Nordic Classic, which I've got up on the screen right now, but you can also check the description of this video. You can see the sign up link there. That's only, again, just to clarify, all jokes aside before, that's only for, Inter Plus and very low pros. So that's 3v3 Nomadium style rules. And then we've got King of Sahara coming up soon. Like you said, we don't know exactly when it'll kick off yet, but potentially July. Is that what you're thinking? Or we'll figure it out?
I think so. So tomorrow we're announcing the seeds for ELO Legends, which is the 1v1 standard tournament that is organized by Lat Clan and Rise of Patience.
Yep.
That's going to be strictly 1v1 on Sahara Arena to find out who's the best standard player, and there'll be a pick and ban system. Players can pick a nation apart from the 5 bans from the opponent. So that's going to be pretty crazy, and I'm assuming that could last itself for a month or two. So I'm not going to announce KOS before that is over. Yeah. But there's some crazy action coming up. Also, I wanted to mention that Connor McDavid is probably looking for casters as well. So I would suggest we could have another YouTube channel where we could have these games cast. I'm not sure if I'll get some time to cast those, but it'll be really, really great to see some other people coming up to have another casting sessions, because Age of Empires has multiple tournament casters. Why can't we have?
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about it as we get closer to time, but I mean, depending on what games they plan on casting, maybe we can potentially let some of the up and coming casters out there who are keen to cut their teeth to maybe have borrow the key to the channel so that everyone can watch some of the games on Rise of Patience, as long as they're obviously well behaved and they don't start trolling people.
That's right.
Then it'll be a good kind of spot as well for them to get some exposure. So yeah, we'll obviously talk to Connor, but it's great to have multiple tournament organizers too, because there is only limited resources and limited time in the day. That's why we only do one Nomadium a year, because if we had multiple Nomadiums, we probably wouldn't get a lot else done in our normal life.
We want to get stuff done, and also it'll lose its charm. We want to keep it once a year, and so far it's been working out very well. Yeah, that way.
Absolutely. And actually, I feel like we do need to say some quick shout outs and thanks. And I do want to reserve, first of all, the biggest thank you out of anyone for this entire tournament, aside from yourself, of course, is aside from us, is that I really want to do a big shout out, thank you to Dave, because and also a huge shout out to ProLays as well, because those two guys have been absolutely amazing as well in their support of this tournament, especially in helping out with all sorts of things behind the scenes, but in particular donating their time to casting so many of these matches. And we've had this really good camaraderie, I feel, getting this tournament organized and having the 4 of us rotating in and out. We've all casted with each other, and it's been a lot of fun. And so I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you in particular, Dave and ProLays, for all of your hard work.
That's so true, because I always tell Lola, whenever I talk to Lola sometimes, is that the only reason I'm able to spend so much time on Rise of Patience is because we got a very good team here. We are able to coordinate among ourselves, equally give our time to streaming games, and everybody has, I think it's an equal priority for everybody. So we're able to get stuff done without getting overwhelmed, which is the key component. A good team is a must for getting any job done successfully.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, in addition to Dave and ProLays, who have been massive rocks for everything we've done, also like to say thank you to all of the more guest casters, I guess, that we had on that really helped fill the gaps too. They were great to have, even some of the personalities. So we had, for example, TNO was great when he stepped in. Especially he was really solid in those semi-finals that he casted. And
Language of Trees.
Yeah, Language of Trees, man. It's always awesome to have Language of Trees on. It's something that we all look forward to, seeing him at least once or twice, giving us his thoughts. We had Connor McDavid, helped out a lot in not only the casting, but he also came on and helped us with the entertainment show when we did the draw. We had Old Dirty, massive
Old Dirty
to the man, the myth, the legend, Old Dirty. That was awesome having him on. He's such a such a personality. So it was nice. And I think who else did we have? We had Flames come on. So thanks, Flames, when you came on for one of the guest interviews, guest casting kind of gigs. And I'm sure there's probably a few others that we managed to snag on here as well.
Are we missing it? Yeah, I'm really sorry if you're missing anything. I remember we used to have Sermon a lot last year, but it looks like Sermon is taking a break for some time, which is all right. Everybody's taking a break.
Yeah, I think Sermon, it was a bit of a pay dispute. I think his union told him to go on strike for a while, but the standard season's coming back soon, so who knows? We might be able to figure out and sit down and negotiate a good salary for his.
Yeah, we had this issue that we were so by European Union did not allow us to hire any commentators that are outside the EU. So that was a problem, and with all this Brexit going on, we had it very difficult. Like we could side with EU or we could side with Boris, and one of them has a bigger leg up there.
Siding with Boris sounds risky in any day of the week. Get a contract with SeaTac or Vandrian. Actually, yeah, we've got Coin in the chat too. I feel like we haven't had enough French casters in particular. So maybe there's a you know how like sometimes you have like a color commentator, like the token French guy.
Mm-hmm. We could also, so I would say we should also have a dedicated Spanish channel, because I know Age of Empires actually got a Spanish channel for casting, and sometimes they get more viewers than the English channel, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean Spanish channel. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Maybe it's a joint venture that we could do with Latvian. Yeah, I feel like they have a monopoly on the Spanish community at the moment. But the Latin American community is huge too, and we really appreciate it. They always support us too. I mean, we had great number of teams from them, and this was truly like a worldwide bracket. Like, let's go to the championship playoff again. So, just quickly, we got PLA, Lat, EL, Lat, PN5, which is an American clan.
I don't know. PN5 is somewhat scattered.
Scattered, yeah. PN5 is truly global because you got American.
Let's just say it's more like American and European clan at this point. If I look at the people who are staying there.
Yeah, and then you got AZ Dragons, which is kind of like worldwide again, but Turkish and Polish. So you could say European / that kind of region, and then China, which is PLA. So if you peg these out all on a map, you'd literally see 4, 5, or 6 different points from all across the globe. Which is really cool. And I did want to show one more thing as well. Actually, Lola's getting excited. Lola asked me to announce Nomadium 3 right now, and since I'm not doing that, she's rebelling. She's gonna. We'll get the trailer. Don't worry, we've got plenty of content to do up a nice trailer, I'm sure, between now and December or January. And guys, I just wanted to do another shout out, or not a shout out really, but just a plug, I guess, to the tutorial series that I'll hopefully have coming out very soon. The plan is, assuming everything goes to plan, is that I want to try and release one video per week. So maybe every Saturday, and it's going to be called Run with Kron. So guys, make sure you keep an eye out for that. I've just put up the, I don't know if you can see that properly, but that's the logo. So
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So if you see the logo, that means it's going to be a Run with Cron video. The idea for this, it's going to basically encompass everything to do with playing Nomad from the very beginning all the way through to Gunpowder Age, and in particular, like a deep dive into every tiny little detail that we all take for granted, but that you'll learn piece by piece. So for example, the minute you get in the game, selecting your citizens quickly, building your city in the right location, deciding which directions to scout in, as simple as that, all the way up to hotkeys, all the way up to little things like tower scouting. There's just so many little facets of the game. So we want to try
and I'll probably if I can pay Kron enough to collaborate in the tutorial series, then there'll be there'll be a good set of tutorials. We got 11 tutorials on the channel right now, and if we could keep going, we could be. So I see this channel more like a spirit of the law and build orders and all these casters at the same time. Dave does a lot of the spirit of the law things. I think it'll be accurate to call him the SOTL of Ron.
Yeah, I think so. He's definitely the SLT of Ron, and I mean. That's the other thing too. There'll be some more unit battles maybe coming soon. If anyone saw the very beginning of this video, there was some bit of a teaser there of, have you ever wondered what happens when you fight 200 militia versus 200 trebuchets? I'm sure that's a question that keeps you up at night.
Or 200 Spanish infantry versus 200 war elephants, which is already there on the channel.
It's already there. So yeah, some epic fights there. And yeah, if you can change your name maybe from Jatin to Jeton, then it could be Ron with Kron and Jeton. That would be perfect.
That I will go right now to the government office and make sure all the names are changed on my passport.
That would be going above and beyond, but I mean, I'd expect nothing less. So no, but in all seriousness, we'll keep the content coming. But yeah, we will enter the Nomadium off season now, but that doesn't mean that the content's going to stop. It'll just transition to more tutorials, hoping to get more players involved, so that hopefully the player base, when it comes to Nomadium 3 in 2021, can you believe that?
That will be 2021. By the way, next year could be my last year in this country. Yeah. So I don't know where I'm going next. Actually, Kron, I'm actually considering Australia.
Well, I was going to say, like, I have a spare room here if you need somewhere to stay temporarily.
And that's the only place where I'm going to stay. I won't come there unless I get to save money on my stays.
Wherever you end up, though, is it going to affect your ability to cast, or is it just?
Oh, I don't think so. Unless I'm going to a place where they have censorship on internet, which is going to be tricky. North Korea is in a low priority list for me. But yeah, if I do end up there, I'll have to say goodbye to all of you.
Well, I was going to suggest maybe you could message TUF Mouse and ask him if he has a spare kind of place for you to stay. But if you go to China, it might make it difficult broadcasting through the firewall.
To the VPN, yeah.
Yeah.
Kron, can you open the Discord? There's one more thing I wanted to show people.
Yeah, sure.
On the announcement section.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bear with me. I'll just have to add it as a window. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second. Okay. Discord. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So if you go to the announcements on Rise of Patience, I have asked for a vote from people.
Mm-hmm.
The King of Sahara, which would be in a month or two, we need people to tell us if they're interested in a 3v3 or a 2v2. So far, the 2v2 is winning. And a lot of people told me that they want to get 3v3, but I just want to get the opinions of all the people instead of some people who message me.
Yeah.
Maybe by next 10 days, whichever one reaches 15 votes first, we'll just go for that. The last King of Sahara was 2v2. I agree that 3v3 is more fun, but it's just about getting players.
Yeah, guys. So if you're not in Discord, if you're not in the Rise of Patience channel, make sure you follow the links in the commentary right now. And then get in there and vote. So you click on announcements, and then at the bottom here, you either click on one of these icons here. Don't click the love hearts. You got to click the 2 or the 3. You vote.
Yeah, I don't know why they have. I wish I could remove these. It doesn't let me remove those reactions.
Oh, that was actually Mouse who did them all.
Yeah, all Mouse. Mouse, you should remove them, man.
As long as Mouse didn't vote for like the 2v2 and 3v3, otherwise I'd be like a little bit worried about him. But no, he's voted for 3v3 here. But at the moment, 2v2 is in the lead with 5 votes to 4. And I was going to vote myself, but I don't want to influence people with my own vote. So
you should go for a vote, man. Seriously, go for the vote.
Okay.
Yeah, I have voted for both of them. It's just because I'm okay with both of them.
Okay, well I'm going to vote for 3v3, but that's not to say it's better or worse. I just think it's going to be pretty cool to have more teammates that I can blame on if we lose. So
that's right. Just having more people to blame on always works out. That's true spirit of the Rise of Nation.
And I mean, yeah, more people get involved too. So it feels a little bit more like Nomadium, but with more people. But at the same time, 2v2 is great too. I think kind of comes down to what your preference is. So let's hope.
Oh, we might have a controversy, man. I just checked out.
Yeah.
It looks like TUF is disintegrating.
Oh.
I just saw Flames leave TUF. What's happening? Is this the end of the legendary team?
Man, you know when you said that, like literally, I almost had a heart attack. You can't do that to me, man, because I thought you were going to say that like PLA took a city in Age 1 again. And we can't do this again, man. Like I can't do another court. We can't. All right,
a lot of work.
So PLA are officially our champions. Can you reassure me right now? Have they won the tournament?
They have.
Okay,
So
okay.
far, and we're out of the window where any appeals can be made. So this is officially a win for PLA.
Okay.
But TUF is slowly.
Wow.
Flames has left. Flames being their star player, he has left, and
He is. He's their well and truly their best. Well, definitely their best player from the Southern Hemisphere. So
yeah,
there's no doubt about that. And he's left. He's left TUF. And what clan has he joined? Can you tell us?
it says Strat.
I think that's short for Stratioti, like the Greek special unit, maybe. Because I remember seeing an icon earlier on Steam. So, okay, already we have some juicy goss here. It looks like. Well, what does this mean? Like, I mean, is this just a once-off thing, or is TUF?
No, Flame just said that he Nuts and Connor are trying to train beginner players, which is always welcome. That's really, really good.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's definitely to be admired, and yeah, the more kind of pro players that can help out the noobs, the better, because that's the biggest criticism of our community, is that we, as a community, unfortunately, we don't do as much as we can sometimes to help out the lower players, as far as letting them into games or training them to get up to speed. But I know, but that's just that's not painting everyone with the same brush. I think we've got a lot better, and I mean, what Flames is doing is awesome with that clan. What Coldfire has been doing for years and years is just really appreciative. We're so thankful for that, and. Yeah.
Also, Coin just mentioned that he's available for coaching inters. I'll announce that while everybody is here. Any inter or noob who wants to get coached, probably on Nomad, from Coin, how to play with French specifically. Coin's going to do a great job with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Far out. If I were you guys, I'd be messaging Coin right now before he's booked out, because that's about as good as it gets as far as experience from a coach. You can see Joe in the chat. Who's Joe again? I'm trying to think.
That's Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
He sometimes speaks French.
Yeah, he's speaking French to Coin. I'm thinking he's trying to get in first. He's like trying to sweet talk him.
Yeah, Coin is that guy in the university who teaches one lecture with just one unit that he knows.
Yeah.
He's gonna be teaching with French that.
Oh man. And wow, it's just I mean that's awesome though. If you can get any experience, any coaching from players, and I mean you've said before on the stream too, Jatin, and I mean I don't know if people were trolling or not, but if people want to get coaching from yourself, like $10 an hour is awesome value in my opinion, and it's not like or something like that. Like I mean just reach out, and there'll be players who will be willing to do various types of coaching for free, or there might be like an hourly amount that you agree. And if you want to get that one-on-one attention, like this might legitimately create streams of sources of income for some of our best players. So I'm all for it.
And I'll just say, previously I used to do it for free, but lately I've been very busy, so it's getting difficult to take out time for this.
Yeah.
And so I have coached a few people so far, and not bad experience. I'm actually taking my own coaching class for Age of Empires.
Oh right. Are you?
Yeah. As in, I'm learning.
Yeah. Are you paying for lessons by any chance, or?
Yeah. This guy is the best Indian Age of Empires player. He's in the top 50 or something.
Yeah. Wow. That's the thing, and like it's so normal to you get tennis lessons or whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. If you want to be the best at a game, as hard as Rise of Nations is or as Age of Empires is, like it's so much faster if you just learn from someone directly, because I mean we'll try and like cut the middle ground and release as many tutorial videos that we can. That's all obviously for free, but there's always the next level is to actually train with someone like Coldfire, for example, has already trained so many players up. So that's cool though. I'm interested to see how your Age of Empires AoE skills improve from here as well.
That's right. I'm also very interested. I just need to get some time to play some of that games. Lately, I've been playing only Rise of Nations, especially with this 1v1 tournament going. I'm excited, man. Tomorrow we'll announce it.
Yeah.
As in, I'll check with Blast if he wants to announce it with me, or if you're available. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, and I think I'm more curious to see. I don't know if you're aware, but I signed up for that tournament, right?
Yep.
So the awkward question I'm going to ask is, where's my seating going to be, man? Like, am I going to be rock?
No, I'll actually for the top 4 seeds, I'll let the LAT players make that decision to decide the top 4 seeds, and if I have any issue with that, only then I'll speak up. Else it's fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'm actually just bringing up the the ELO Legends page on Challenge right now.
Yeah, let's actually quickly read out what all teams are here.
Yeah, I want to try and see.
I mean, what all players are here?
Is there a list of players section here? I'm just
in this random seed that is already present here.
Ooh. Yeah, there's standings maybe. I just haven't used this site. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I found it. So I don't think this is finalized by any means, but we have, at the moment at least, we've got Dave, we've got AZ Kron, it's a good player.
The very good player, yeah.
Not so good at standard though. Soak, I don't know who Soak is.
I have a feeling he's a Smurf, but anyway.
Okay.
Could be.
We'll watch the space. We've got TUF Mouse. So I think Mouse, he's got to be one of the favorites, right? Like
Mouse is real good.
Without trying to influence the seedings from the LAT guys, I'm just assuming that he would be in the conversation there with him and Dave would be in the top 4, I'm assuming. We've got El Cypher. So Cypher's coming back. That's exciting.
That is. We got a special guest, in fact, in this. People won't believe it. So I saw him a few months back, and Naoto, RTS Naoto is here.
Who was that? RTS Naoto?
Naoto. You don't know? That guy was, I think, the best standard player in the history of Rise of Nations.
Really?
He used to play a lot before. Yeah, I saw him play a lot. His winning record was 26-1 at one point.
Wow. What?
Like,
so what?
So he could be a Smurf, but there are very few standard players who are going to Smurf as Naoto and have that record.
So what era did he play? Like what years?
I think 2005 and some around that.
Oh right. So since the very beginning, back when it was probably much bigger than it is today. But we'll get back that big soon enough, I'm sure. But yeah, for the time being. And then so you've got Jatten, we've got Duzzles, I didn't mention him. Alan, he's playing insanely good lately. He's improved like at a rate of knots. He's beating pro players. So I'm excited to see how he goes.
Yeah, he's improving like crazy. He's beaten me a few times lately.
Yeah, and
not a player I'll be taking easy.
Meliodas, do you think Meliodas is a good player?
He's one of the best in. I think I would say he's in the top 5 LAT.
Yep, I agree with that. We got Hockey Star. He's like a namestay. He's has he left Team Gay, or was that just a once-off thing?
That was just yeah.
Yeah. AL Hugo. So Hugo's a great player. Dragon Neo. He's a good standard player. RTS Naoto, like you said, El Rip, Lat Thor, Lelouch from AZ, doing AZ proud. We've got Lat Oleg. So Oleg's been playing quite a fair bit lately as well, training for this.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of 1v1s lately, actually.
Yeah, no, he has. We got Momo, Alucard, Dante, RTS Namalox. Is that AS Namalox?
That's AS Namalox.
Yeah, okay. So joining, wow, it's like kind of like, I'm guessing he's a new player, right? And he's joined the same clan as like this guy from 2005 in Naoto. So it's the old and the new going at it, but excited to see how he goes. We've got Angelo, invitation pending. Surge tries standard.
Yeah, that's Surge.
That's definitely Surge. And I know Surge has been practicing 1v1 standard as well. And then what else we got? Lat Jack, Lat Doko, Lat Oso, AZ Immaculate. Nice to see Imma in there. Red Bull, Prolays. Oh, that'd be nice to see how Prolays goes. Young One, PLA Old Cat, representing PLA, and Kage.
Cage. Cage. Yeah, I've been calling him Kage for a very long time.
See, like I'm used to hearing you say Kage, but I start calling him Kage now.
I think there's space for one more player. Sermon, why don't you? Sermon Coin, Jonathan. I know. Did we see Jonathan in here? You guys should join. If you want, message me on Steam. I'll send you a link. So we will be seeding things tomorrow, and once the seeds go down, there will not be any more addition.
Yeah, and I mean the one that stands out to me too is so we got Red Bull here. I don't see UFO Longwave.
Longwave. So no, Longwave told me he cannot play.
Okay. it would be awkward. Imagine if because it would be pretty epic. I heard Longwave's a good player. I think he's Bulgarian, but I mean other than that, mysterious. I don't know much about him. But...
Longwave said he has some work next month, so he won't be playing.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, Red Bull just came back from a long trip away, I believe, as well. So
yeah, his work ended. I think Longwave took his shift.
At least they could sub out. Like it'll be a tag team. He'll tag Red Bull in as Longwave goes back.
Some players that are missing that I wish joined. Sermon would be great. Boo would be great. Coin would be great. Jonathan would be great. And Timeless would be great. Wujin would be great.
Man, what about Linky? I don't think Linky's in yet.
Oh yeah, Linky. I asked him. He said that he is also busy.
Okay. Far out.
Unless Linky is soak. We got these busy people. Whenever somebody says he's busy, I think I hear Smurf.
I think Linky is just too busy spending all this sweet Nomadium 2 prize money that they've just earned by taking home 50% of that 686. If we do the maths, what's that? 343. So that's some pretty good coin that they're taking home. That's more than $100 if they divided it 3 ways. So yeah, I mean, well played by PLA. But yeah, I think maybe that is a shame though. I hope Linky plays in this 1v1 because I feel like the community is craving to see this 1v1 tournament with all the best players in standard, and I think standard is definitely the best format for 1v1 because Nomad is
fast. It's very quick.
Yeah, like,
there's a good action all the time.
Exactly, and like Nomad is like the gold standard for team games and team play, and then standard is like what's the gold standard for 1v1. And so it's going to be cool, but it would be nice if Linky would play. But obviously, if Linky is exhausted from this crazy tournament they just won, can understand why he might be taking a break for a while. So, but yeah, it's going to be exciting, man. So that's ELO Legends coming to you guys soon, and I guess that's kind of like a collaboration between LAT and Rise of Patience. So I'm not sure officially if it's a joint venture or what the legal structure of it is, but obviously
we cannot reveal the legal structure. It's all complicated. We got a lawyer. He'll take care of that stuff.
A lawyer is still finalizing details as far as royalties and so on goes. But anyway, so I think that's probably about it as far as wrapping up everything that's coming up soon. Is there anything else that you wanted to possibly add?
Nothing. Are you down for a noob hunt before we wrap this up?
Man, what format would it be on? Standard or on?
Standard. Let's do a standard noob hunt because I gotta go in 30 minutes.
All right, let's do one game because part of me thinks we want to leave the stream running a little bit longer just to make sure that we don't spoil the outcome for anyone who doesn't.
Yeah.
Who doesn't watch this later. So let's do one game and then in 30 minutes we'll end the stream. So okay, I'll just see if I can configure.
Yesterday, Proles and I did a 2 versus 4 or 3. I don't remember exactly now, but we finished that game in 14 minutes. So that was a record for killing a lot of players. Oh wait, it was actually a 2v4.
Oh really? So
we finished 14 minutes 2v4. We won.
Wow. All right. Well, let's have a quick look. So, can you guys see right now? Yeah. Okay. So I've got the game screen open. Jatton's hosted a game. So if anyone wants to be famous and feature as part of a Nomadium 2 Grand Final video.
Yeah.
And
now I have a feeling. I have a feeling some Inter Plus players are going to jump out for this.
Yeah.
But well, it's fine.
I mean,
we'll take on anybody who wants to get humiliated today.
Yeah, we'll balance it accordingly somehow. I'm not sure how, because having me on your team is already going to make it interesting. So, and yeah, and thanks guys. Anyone needs to run now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah.
Thank you guys. This is just a filler.
This is just a filler.
Nothing important here.
Filler game. Nothing to see here, guys. This is all just nonsense and a bit of fun at the very end. And obviously we need someone to play against, so hopefully there's someone.
somebody please join us.
If there's any noobs out there, come on, now's your time.
Oh, I see Zen Mechanics is back.
Oh really? Yeah. Has he been kind of AFK for a while, or in the?
He has been. Tiger hosted a game just for him. That's true love.
Are they playing Nomad? Who have we got? Daniel Cook. They're playing East meets West.
I want to do some East meets West.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Do you want to join that game? Or is it?
No, we'll just let some Smurfs join us. Yeah, maybe we should have. So you know what? It'll be pretty cool if we have a designated, let's say, a designated coach for each inter team in this Nordic tournament.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Like, I mean,
so Coin takes a coach, coaches a team, and every player can coach a team. That'll be really nice.
Yeah, I agree. I will definitely volunteer to be a team's coach. I don't know who yet, but if you're interested, send me a message, and unless you get like a massive number of them, I'll take whoever goes first. And yeah, how about yourself? Are you going to commit to coaching a team?
Well, I can. Oh, by the way, you're right. Let's actually go and join the Game of Thrones.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is.
Oh, it's standard. Yay.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. We could go 2v5 here, maybe.
So if I write 2v6 or something.
Hello.
These people get they get scared. You do want? Let's just be in our own teams.
Yeah.
2v3v3 or something.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's go team 4, maybe. We got Mentalist.
Yeah, let's go team 4. Mentalist, team 1. Come on, Mentalist.
Is this gonna work?
I don't. No, I hope they don't boot us. The only thing I see is them booting us very soon.
Let the game begin.
Yeah, I think that is that is a risk. I feel like this is a bit imbalanced with Mentalist on our team.
Oh, they put require random teams. I hope we end up in the same team.
Oh, okay. All right, let's just.
But just by how much I know Ron algorithm, there's a good chance we will end up in the same team.
Yeah, it's when it says random, it literally just means that they.
First 4 versus top 4, something like that.
Pretty much. It's like, we're going to randomize your nations, and you've got Indians versus, what is it, French every single time?
Yeah, every single time.
Yeah.
Either French or Germans.
Yeah.
There are very few nations that pair up with Indians.
Yeah, right, let's see. Oh, man. This is.
Oh, we're actually separate.
Oh, no, this is a disaster. Because, will East meets West, will it still be a quick game or a short game? Because...
No, I think I'll come to your island and build somewhere, because else it'll be a long game.
Yeah, no, let's try and do some kind of whoever can do the craziest rush first.
Yeah, I wish I could pick my nation. This one.
Hello.
Man, we got like large cities. This is throwing me off. Why have we got 4 towers? This is like, we got no wood. Like, what do we do? All right. Ooh, we stole my wood.
So if you have any place where I can build city in your island, let me know.
you want me to be a spy and save you a little patch of land at the bottom?
Yeah, tell them that you'll build a city over there, but don't.
Okay. Wow, I feel like such a traitor, but we'll see if I can backstab my teammates.
Yeah, these are all the things that we have to do in order to win. There's no There's no honor without cheating.
I can see Mentalist is just above me as well. But he's got 4 towers at his base, so it's going to be hard to rush.
Hey, but he's listening to us, so you're giving away your... You could be beheaded.
Actually, yeah.
Depending on your nation. If they behead there or not.
Oh my god, man. Alright, so what's the strategy on East meets West? I think it's...
You could go for a long game. You could just boom as hard as possible. That is one strategy.
Oh my god, man. Mentalist is playing insanely well so far. He's already got 3 fish out. He's not taking any chances yet.
We got some nice rares actually. No, not nice, but okay rares.
Ooh. Jatin, you just dropped.
You there?
Yeah, you there?
Okay, yeah. Got cut off for a second.
Yeah, no worries. Is your video still playing? Oh, lost him again. Wow. Look at some of the chat here. Got no comment. I'll try calling Jatin back here.
Hey.
Are you there? You want me to go Discord? Yep. Okay, hang on. I better go Discord instead. Whoops. Getting a fair bit of lag.
Oh, something's happening with Skype.
Alright, you there? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I think it sounds like it's working now. Oh, whoops. Alright, I'm having all sorts of streaming issues.
Oh, no, actually I can see your stream fine. Oh, wait, I think your stream started all over again or what?
Yeah, it was just a temporary thing, I think.
Okay.
Hopefully it's sorted now.
So you also want to get wonders in this.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to fix up my stream. Capture.
So who's getting wonder in your team?
I think Mentalist might be.
Okay then.
But he's going for commerce too. As Mongols. Man, I'm definitely, if no one else is going to do it.
Can you help me find a bald spot on your island?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, look at that.
Hey, good luck with that, eh?
Oh.
Okay, so can you see my ping if I try and ping you?
No, I can't see your ping. You'll have to just direct me through coordinates.
Well, man, I have some very bad news. There's only one position which has coastline, and Mentalist just pinged it then. It's at the very, very top of the map. Or if you can somehow, if you can infiltrate through with some units.
So which side? Which side? So Mentalist side is covered, right?
Top, yeah.
You're saying?
Above purple. So very, very top,
so,
top of the island.
So you're saying that's covered?
No. There's an opening there, but you need to go quick.
Okay.
So what do I need to build on your island? Is it science?
You need commerce too and an open space.
Okay. I'm gonna send some. Where should I go? Bottom. Where's an opening on your island?
There is one on the top of my side. Yeah, you can come here.
Okay, at the top. All right. Hopefully they don't die. Ah, yep. Just don't civic at the top. Hey, I can see your citizen there. What are you doing?
Wait, where?
I've got an explorer.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Yeah, no, I'm not building. I'm not building. Okay. I'll let you build there.
Cool. Alright, I got my citizen on the way. Ooh.
I hope I have not been betrayed.
No, I'll never betray you. We're just trading information about cities.
Yeah, you kill me, I kill Mentalist. Oh, Obama is black.
Well, I'll sneak my Did you say Obama is black?
Yeah, that's purple.
It just sounded random to hear that. Oh yeah, that is a player. So okay, 92. Yep. Oh yeah, there's still a spot for your city. Make sure you get your citizen there soon though.
Oh fuck no! My citizens are. They're running into the tower. Did Mentalist catch those?
Oh yeah, purple's building a city.
Oh no.
Obama is black. Mind you, I don't think he's got a citizen anywhere close. He's sending it from across the entire map.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna send some more citizens.
I'll ask my allies if they can build, but I won't build anything.
Alright.
Come on, man. I think you have betrayed me. I don't see any place to build my city.
No. Keep going up. Oh, he must have built a temple. No, I swear to God. Try just next to the ocean. But
no, I can't build on the ocean, man. Shit, those two villagers. I'll never get those back. Can you delete his temple? Can you ask him to delete the temple?
I can build siege and siege it down.
Yeah, okay. Siege it down. I'm waiting here.
Okay, that'll be quite funny actually, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Alright. Just wait for me. You could build... Can you build behind or you have to build by the coast?
I have to build by the coast.
Okay.
I can't build anywhere else.
Alright.
So you said that there's no other place left, right?
What the hell, man? Like,
what?
This blue guy has built 3 towers right near the coastline. My citizen came on the...
Oh, no. So those are the towers that come with the city.
Oh, the default. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any opening at the bottom of the map?
No. The only opening is near me.
Okay, at the top. Yeah.
And I'm waiting for yours.
Yeah, I can't build my city because there's not enough space. Oh no, colonization requires civic too. Commerce too. Okay, it's all good. Alright, I'll build those siege. I'm still waiting for my men to walk across.
Oh, there is a place here, but I don't think I can build there. No, I have to build it on a coast.
Yeah, you pretty much don't have anywhere else except for the very top.
That's right.
But I'm building a siege factory next to his base. So hopefully he doesn't suspect anything. Oh, nice.
Oh, we got both. Oh, Mental is actually here to raid me. I can't believe it.
Yeah, good thing you got like 1 million towers there waiting for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man.
Oh man, Mentalist got the nice wonder.
Yeah, he has got nice wonders. Alright, my siege is finally done. So your patience will soon pay off here.
Okay, yep, those villagers are hungry to build a city.
Can't believe I'm running out my own team.
It's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's see what Obama says when I start being turncoat. Actually, yeah. You might be able to get your revenge.
Already here, actually. So Mental is built here, and it's fine. My patience is running out. I need to build there.
Yeah.
My 2 villagers are starving for action.
Okay, it's getting close. Mentalist is pinging me now. He's asking, what are you doing?
Then you're doing it right.
Okay, get ready, get ready. It's down to 600 HP. Alright, have you got your citizens in place? Where are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're in the corner.
Okay, cool, cool. At the very top.
So it's you're saying the city should be near peacocks?
Near peacocks, yep. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, get ready. If we've got any hope, it should be now.
Okay.
Okay, go. Go.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. I got it. Nothing feels better than ratting out your teammate.
And Obama said, WTF? I said, sorry, misclick. Look at the city. Look at the city at the top. Oh my god. Alright. Let's keep moving. This is very, very bad sportsmanship.
For now, I'll just get a castle in my hometown.
Oh, gunpowder age already. Damn.
Mentalist has been there for a long time.
Oh, true.
He got the nice wonder.
Nice. I feel kind of like Littlefinger right now.
That's fine.
I'm feeling the guilt. Are you going to...
Oh, the only problem now is that... The only problem is that my caravans will try to make a route over there.
Oh, yeah, true. Cool. Now, careful, careful. Mentalist is pinging your new city.
Okay.
Now Obama is accusing me of things which is simply not true. White put this catapult to me. Oh no. I'm trying to think what's the excuse.
You can say it's a mistake, it's fine. Happens to everybody.
Granny, you're trolling. Oh my god. Whoops. No? No. I'm not gonna destroy my own teammates. Ooh, there's a bit of a build up at the top. I'm gonna try and attack blue.
Okay. So blue is here, he's helping me.
Okay.
Survive here.
Or maybe Blue's the best player. We don't have pro settings on. You can see the score.
Yeah, you can see the score. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Your team, I actually feel very bad for you. Your team seems sucky.
Oh no. Might have to actually start trying.
So I'll first go for purple. Oh crap, this guy knows stuff.
He's no scrub? Obama.
I mean, he knows what are archers.
It's always pretty important.
So I'll not even defend my city. I'll just see if these guys can save me or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be helping.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, I lost all my siege. To yellow.
Oh.
Oh, he's got a lot of heavy infantry. It's looking dangerous.
Yellow?
Yeah, he does. But they're all like,
Yeah, he's doing good.
they're unupgraded though. I'll fight him with slingers.
Oh, it looks like orange will take my capital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
In which case, I'll have to.
You getting FC?
Yeah, I'll have to get my FC. I'm Persians though, so it's fine. Who is green? Green also knows game. Who is red? Oh, red's my teammate. Okay.
Get in the water, guys. Get in the water.
Oh man, do you know sometimes siege behave completely stupid?
Yeah. I have a technologically superior army than these hoplites, but he's got the numbers advantage.
Oh man.
Ooh. Mentalist is saying, Kron, block him.
He doesn't know, right, that you're playing for my team.
I am a double agent, yeah. I'm kind of on no one's team. I'm playing both for the enemy and for... I'm up against Yellow now. He's got some nice horses.
Oh, nice raids there by Mentalist. Looks like I'll have to fight over this side as well. No fucking team game, idiots. Oh, he actually resigned. What? Dude, come on, we were waiting this.
Oh my god. Alright.
Who's Blue? Oh, Blue is in my team.
What, was he getting angry at Blue?
I don't know. I mean, these guys are noobs, of course. But I would resign.
Yeah.
We had pretty good rares. If we had to play seriously.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was over. I'm gonna try and hit Yellow. Where'd my siege go?
Easiest target here is... What are you doing, man? I haven't seen you for some time.
Yeah, I'm trying to invade at the bottom of your island. Oh, you're industrial. Damn.
The funny part about this game is nobody's raiding water.
Oh, that's why my siege is so far away. Because I built my siege workshops next to my ally. At the beginning. Ooh, got the Chinese infantry. Oh man, I might actually have to save my allies' arse there. if you continue to go so well. Look at Yellow. He's got hoplites and he's taking out Fringe.
Yeah, Yellow is... I don't know, man. What's Yellow doing, dude? Upgrade units.
Wow, this is like Industrial Age versus the Ancient Age.
Okay, I should also start getting some... You know, another big problem on this map is the oil.
Yeah, true.
Green is actually putting up a very good fight here, I must say.
Yeah, nice.
He's been keeping me busy throughout this time. Oh, look, got excited. bad. Oh, I'll have to come back for this capital.
Oh no.
What are you doing, man? Seriously?
Yeah,
you're playing very bad.
I'm losing siege.
How are you losing? Did you say losing city?
No, siege. Siege.
Oh, the guy who resigned, I should bribe his capital. Getting difficult to find out sides. Actually, green being very good. I hope these guys won't let me lose my capital. That'll be very bad. Oh, you're going for the... Yellow finally upgraded his militia. Whatever that thing he was using.
Yeah, fuse whiz. See, he was just waiting until he got to age 5 first. It's much cheaper.
Oh shit, my capital could die right now. Who's with my teammate? Oh.
Ouch. Genghis Khan. I got a cap back too.
Nice.
Very good. Wow. That was a lesson on how not to play last nations. For anyone watching my stream. Although, that was excellent sieging skills by me.
That was. Nothing's more satisfactory than sieging your own ally.
Yeah. There's not a lot of things in life that can get better.
Alright, let's go. Can I get some gaps? Like, no, green is here.
I need to hold this capital just with siege alone. That's all I have. Oh,
no. How do I get so many resources already? Oh, I always had those.
It's only yellow that's still playing on your team. Everyone else has given up.
Oh shit, the green knows about attrition. So now he knows how to counter it.
Are you sure he knows how to counter it?
Yeah, he got a supply wagon.
Oh, right.
Oh no, he got his monarch.
I think Macho John must be okay. Not a complete noob. Whereas I think yellow, I'm more inclined to think probably more likely a complete noob. But he's doing well.
I think one of my allies resigned and he did not even delete his mine. How will I mine now?
You're gonna have to build siege and then siege your ally. Take lessons from what I did.
No.
Uh-oh. Yellow's actually got a decent army now.
I'm gonna blame the lag.
You should say to French, you built too many towers. Why you build 3 towers in your base? I'll ping his towers. Where are they?
Did you kill Yellow? How did you not kill him yet? I thought you took his cap.
No, his army was too good.
Yeah, Yellow is playing his own game. Like, he hasn't chatted once. Yeah. And his army. So while my city was being seized, his army was sitting comfortably in his capital.
Yeah, he's definitely a fan of the strategy of build hoplites and don't upgrade them until 7 ages later.
Shit, I only have 2 cities. I need to build more cities. What kind of Persian pair am I at?
Alright. Time to hit back. Where's my army? I don't have an army left. We got the numbers advantage.
Oh man, look at my caravan. My stupid caravans. How are you still not 8-7?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it, don't worry. Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't get the cap sack, damn.
Oh my god, I have to win this game in 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was the shortest timer I've ever seen. Oh, hang on. How long has that been counting down for? What was the timer originally?
2 or 3 minutes. Oh man.
GG. GG. I'm just too good.
That was GG. Whew.
Oh man. And I think it's... Who's left? Just the yellow guy. Where's his cap? Oh, I should have held that capital.
Yeah. Just prolonging the game, man.
Yeah, I mean, people want closure. There we go, don't worry. Green just coming in with like the craziest army I've seen. What's better?
Only yellow. Take him.
Socialism or capitalism?
Always socialism.
Always?
No. Capitalism is actually pretty good for the free oil you get.
Yeah. You can tell that I pretty much never get to that stage of the game. So I'll be like, eeny, miny, money, money. Let's just try the pretty red one or the black one.
Ooh. I see some of your units there. Yellow is also there. 2 minutes 30 seconds. Well played, man.
Time, yeah.
Isn't Mentalist also there in the standard tournament?
I don't know if he's entered or not. Yeah.
No, he there, I think. Daniel Cook said Jatin is super idiot. He hosted a game.
Ouch. It's not very, like, I feel like you tried your best. Was there anything you did to make him pissed off?
I didn't guard my city, right? I just told them please guard my city.
Ah, okay. I guess you did give us intel on how to colonize your island, but
Yeah.
I don't think really changed too much.
Oh man. Yeah, I told my allies not to build there. I said I will build, and I never built there.
In this game,
I thought you were gonna come there, but the Mentalist came.
Yeah, I was planning to, but I don't know. Actually, I did build a city at the top, but I lost it. Oh no, it's still there. I just never used it.
Ooh. Alright, man, I'll see you. I'm gonna eat now.
Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, catch you
Bye,
later.
bye.
See you later. Cheers.
See ya.
Alright guys, I'm going to let this game finish and then we'll call it a night, I think. Call it a day wherever you are in the world. How many cities does this guy have left? Hey Kron, what is up? The final city. This is the final city. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, you still got one more. Dunk. JJ. Oh, what an epic match! What an epic match! No, that was a bit of foolishness to finish off on, but yeah, that is the end of this Nomadium 2 journey. I don't know why we're tarnishing Nomadium 2 with a game of such low quality at the end there, but no, thanks again guys, everyone who's tuned in to watch this. Hopefully anyone who's catching up on the YouTube video afterwards is not going to get spoiled because of this this game, so that's the whole point of this playing the standard game at the end here. But guys, we really appreciate, more than anything else, everyone who's tuned in and watched all the Nomadium 2 games and videos and watched the games live as well and kind of come on this journey of PLA taking home the championship. They've written their name into the history books. So guys, it's been fun and I'm going to call it a night here. Thanks again, and I will no doubt talk to you guys soon. Peace out and have a great morning, afternoon or night, wherever you are in the world. Cheers guys, talk soon. Linky is angry. Linky is going for the offensive now. He's pissed off about losing that hanging garden and takes that city with all of his crossbows. He does get the caps. He moves his caps just before they get the sack. That was
wow. What is going on here?
That was a clutch play right there. But the problem is, you know, he's done a great job moving his caps.